Dudes, I fucking love football, man.
Yeah.
It is the greatest sport in in the history of sports, period. Everybody should love football.
So that
Everybody.
means you're a very violent man then if you like football.
Unless, everybody should like football, unless you're like a Carolina Panthers fan right now.
Ooh.
Hey man, but the problem is it a woman playing quarterback or is it a man based on their
that's
attire?
Aunt Jemima.
I don't know. He was wearing a bonnet the other day.
Yeah.
So.
I know. He looked like a Russian immigrant, but
He did, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Instant Replay presented by the ACS Universe. This is episode 3. I am ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS, and I am joined to my left, as always, by PJ.
Hello, PJ. You find me at i.r.pj on Instagram.
And on the line by Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan? You can find me at IR Jonathan on Instagram and Twitter. I.R.Jonathan.
All right, and today we're joined by special guest, new guy Sloan, man. Tell them where they can find you.
well, you can find Sloan basically in Sandy Springs, Georgia at Sloan at getfitwithsloan.com. I have a fitness studio in Sandy Springs where you can come and get in shape, but you got to be there before 8.
All right, so here we go. Another exciting week in football. We're just going to jump right in. They ended the Eli era in New York today. I was kind of surprised it happened so soon, but it's kind of time, I think.
I thought it was going to happen about week 6.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, it caught me a little by surprise hearing it today at work. But I'm not going to say the Eli era is over yet.
Think he'll be back?
It's football.
No, man, he's done. He's been over about 7 years ago. Let's not get it twisted.
All right, you can't put any amount of anything on a seasoned veteran that can go in there, that can game plan for a game, that can throw 12 interceptions. Now, who knows? I'm not going to say that the Eli era is over yet. It's looking that way. As far as week 3 we're going into now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's over yet. I'm going to say he's going to hold the clipboard for a few weeks. Let's see how this rides out.
No, I think he's gonna end it. I think he is gonna end it. I think it looks like he just lost passion for it, man. It looks like he did. Now maybe if he sits out for a little while, and he'll want that urge to get back. But I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. He sees the weapons he's got around him. What's he got? Saquon, right?
Yeah.
That's it. He ain't got nobody to throw to anymore.
Got a really good tight end.
With Shepard,
Yeah.
I mean,
Shepardson,
I don't know, man.
he'll
He's
clear.
still in concussion
He'll
protocol.
clear.
right now.
He should clear that by game time.
right.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, maybe he's going to do the Giants a favor and bow out and see if they have the next Eli Manning. I mean, what's his name again?
Jones.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. Yeah, he was made from the leftover DNA from Eli Manning.
Yeah.
If you look at it side by side.
He lit it up. He lit it up in the preseason.
Well, that was
Yeah,
planned
he did.
because
So
that
I
was
think
planned.
maybe it's the better thing for the Giants to just go ahead and go with Daniel Jones.
Well, what they did with the Daniel Jones situation, they set it up before the people to know that he was coming. If you look at last year, maybe 2 years ago, when they tried to bench him, then how there was an uproar with the fan base.
Yeah.
So
That was a pointless benching.
correct.
Yeah, it ended his streak of straight starts.
Correct. And so they should have waited
Yeah.
for that. I think it was premature, but they were just letting them know your time is up. It's kind of like the Joe Montana, Steve Young for any of you older guys out
Yeah,
there.
we're all that
Remember
era.
that.
Well, can I add this tidbit to the Eli Manning story based on information that I do know? If you notice at the beginning of preseason how everybody was really upset when they drafted Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones actually been knowing Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, the Madden family, since he was a kid, being at their David Cutcliffe football camps.
Okay.
So this kid has a relationship with them for a number of years. And so he was going to be the heir apparent because they basically gave him the stamp of approval. If you notice during the draft, everyone was saying, "How could they draft this guy? This guy only played so many games."
That makes some sense.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know the relationship.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is some inside information. And Cutcliffe, if I had a son and he was a quarterback, I would make damn sure he
went
was
to that?
scholastically inclined to go to Duke and play under David Cutcliffe.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes a lot more sense then.
It does, it does.
And it also makes the transition easier. But one of the hardest transitions in football is backup quarterback to starting quarterback.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times that starting quarterback doesn't want to share all those secrets.
Because they don't give him reps.
They
But you know
don't
what?
give him reps.
Eli could still do it, man. Eli could still do it
No.
if he wants to. If he
Bullshit.
wants to. Not for the Giants. No. I'm saying not for the Giants. Who needs a quarterback right now? The
Nobody
Jets,
wants
maybe?
Eli.
I mean, look, there's
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people. The Jets need a quarterback, especially after what happened.
Oh man, the
last
injuries.
night.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
guess Jacksonville right now needs a quarterback.
They didn't
What about
play
Indianapolis?
They didn't play 7 guys last night. They had 7 starters out last night.
Yeah, they
If you
did.
check the roster.
Yeah.
Do you think
That's-
Indy needs a quarterback? You
No,
think-
No,
I
no.
love Brissett.
Brissett is
Oh,
a great.
he-
Belichick did want to get rid of him.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you think he's a good fit in Indy? I mean, do you
Brissett?
think where would Eli fit if he was to leave the Giants? Because
On the
that's the next
sofa.
question.
On the
If he still
sofa.
has that passion
Doing commercials with his brother.
Yeah.
to Papa John's commercials or singing songs with
Now insurance because he
Brad
probably
Paisley.
needs some injury help.
Dude. Speaking of
Actually, Shaq. You see, Shaq is doing all the Papa John's.
Yeah,
commercials
Shaq
now.
is doing
Yeah,
a lot of
speaking
public-
of-
That's another story to be talked about.
speaking of Peyton, man, dude, he put on a I don't know if y'all saw this shit. He put on like one of those like a quarterback's flak jacket
Uh-huh.
and let some dude hit him in the ribs with a baseball bat. On that, you know, he's got that show called Peyton's Places.
Right, right.
ESPN
on
Plus.
ESPN
Yeah.
Plus, right.
Yeah, and he like, dude, I don't know about your ribs taking that even through a flak jacket. But speaking of quarterbacks, big news on 2 teams. First off, Big Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, is having season-ending surgery on his elbow.
Tommy John surgery.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. And he is going to be gone for the season. We was talking about, like, you think he's going to hang him up. I kind of think he should at this point. Well, y'all, we were just saying how they're full in on what's
Mason Rudolph.
yeah. I mean,
mistake.
he's old. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's got 2 rings. If I'm not gonna say if I was him, because obviously, like, I don't play football and like I don't have that underlying passion for playing the sport and don't want to let it go.
It's
But
hard to let it go.
yeah, but see, but from the outside looking in, I think he should like hang up the cleats, man.
Well, they got to see.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's going to hang out this year. He's going to get his arm right. He's going to come back next year and see what's going on. Definitely Pittsburgh is all in on Mason Rudolph. There's no doubt about it. And the one reason we know that is because they just shipped their first-round pick for next year to the Miami Dolphins for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And
What?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So Minkah Fitzpatrick now is with the Steelers. So as of right now, the Pittsburgh, I don't think has any first-round picks.
No.
They need help in the secondary too. I mean, because
Well, yeah, he's gonna help us. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's a
Well,
a beast.
What did they get? They didn't get a first-round pick for Antonio Brown from the Raiders.
I think they got a third.
They got a third and a fifth.
I
Yeah.
believe so. But considering how that blew up, so if you're a 5th-round draft pick in the NFL, you probably be working at UPS right now. And if you're third, you probably might get special teams, or you probably might be on the practice squad. It all depends
I know-
on what
I-
position it is.
I know a 6th-round pick that turned out pretty good. I think pick number 199.
Oh man, don't be such a homer.
Hey, we're all homers
Hey,
here.
Antonio Brown was a 6th-round pick also.
Yeah, okay. Antonio Brown was a 6th-round pick, but he was a 5-star coming out of high school. He just had behavioral problems when he was.
Well,
Yeah,
So that's why he ended up in
that's
Central
gonna drop
Michigan.
him. That's
Yeah.
gonna drop him.
You know.
But I don't see Ben Roethlisberger retiring. But who knows?
Yeah.
I don't see him coming back. It's
You
the
don't
same.
see him come back at all.
You remember, you guys? I'm dating myself. You remember Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Same problem. Tommy John elbow. Bradshaw tried to come back with Pittsburgh. Same thing.
Out of here.
You lose velocity on the ball because as you throw in the ball, you have that thumb spin, and that's where it happens on this. When you get in the spiral, you thumb down. And so when you throw in a ball like that and all that snap, that's constant, and the guy throws with high velocity, and that's what happens. It's no different when you throw in a breaking ball in baseball.
No, yeah. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Time's going to tell.
But
Mason Rudolph, I think, is going to fit in fine.
of course, he's a 6'5", 240, big arm, threw for 9,000 yards at Oklahoma State. So the guy has game.
Yep.
I've seen him play in the Big 12, considered because I'm a Sooner guy. So I've seen a lot of his games over the years when he's at Oklahoma State.
The one person that Ben Roethlisberger leaving, or
Not leaving, but
being out on IR for the rest of the year. The one person I think that gets the most pressure now
is Juju.
No, it's going to be Tomlin.
Oh, Tomlin. Oh man, Tomlin. I feel like he'd be on the hot seat every season.
It's going to be Tomlin. What do you think so too, Jonathan, or what?
No, shoot. No, Tomlin's definitely he always has the pressure on him. I mean, he is the coach, and he makes shitty calls. And I just don't. Being a player's coach, I just think he doesn't know how to run a locker room. But we've gone over that.
But when
I think Ben is going to come back. In his statement, he said his heart is still in it, and he owes the Steelers 2 more years. He has guaranteed money for this year, for the rest of this year, even though he's injured, and he'll get guaranteed money for the next 2 years.
The next 2 years.
So he's coming back. Okay, he has 2 years left on his contract after this year.
Hall is big.
So it's a $60 million contract. So even his heart may be saying he's going to play. I don't know if his body is. His body is the problem. But if he get healthy, which I think he is, he says he's going to work hard on it. If he lays off the cheeseburgers, stays off his motorcycle, I think he'll be fine.
He's not allowed to ride a motorcycle anymore.
Yeah.
No, he's not allowed to ride. I think he got his wife pregnant again, too, so he ride that woman for a while.
I mean, he's 36.
No, I think he's going to come back, and I think Tomlin is definitely under the most pressure.
If he was 27, because you remember Drew Brees had the
collar,
the shoulder thing going on.
That's why he didn't go to Miami.
Correct. And so, but he was young.
Yeah.
You see, Drew Brees does not throw a ball over 20 yards anymore. If you've seen the Saints play in the last couple of games. So, as that age, the velocity on the ball, and then you look at your boy, Tom Brady, he throws every once in a while deep, but normally he throws intermediate routes from the slot.
But I will say, Tom Brady's ball has like a zip on it I ain't seen in like fucking 3 years. Like it's got a zip on it this year.
Well, hell, man, you throwing a 3-step drop. What the fuck you think?
I'm just saying, like the way
Tom's gained velocity on his ball. I watched him hit Myers when I went to the Titans
at a 10-yard route,
open practice. He was 10 yards out, hit Myers straight in the helmet. Myers couldn't even close his hands fast enough. I mean, it hit him and knocked him to the ground.
All I got to say,
I was like, damn, that's a pass. Like it was a frozen rope he laid in there. So no, Tom Brady could throw it. Yeah, I'm a homer, but he can throw the damn ball still. And he can throw the deep route. What he does is he throws to the open receiver. That's what he does.
Okay. You shut me up on that one. Because I tell you one thing, if I could play again, I would play for Belichick in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There's only a few coaches I would play for.
You set yourself up.
No, but I'm looking at time versus just age. I mean, hell, I used to be fast too when I played football, but my mind think I still can do it. But as my wife said, baby, you only good for one shot. Take your best one.
All right. And speaking of the other team impacted by a veteran quarterback being injured, the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees having surgery on his thumb throwing hand, and it's supposed to miss what 6 weeks?
6 weeks they're saying.
6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 6 to 8 weeks torn ligament.
I think they're saying 6 weeks. They didn't want to put him on the IR.
Right.
That would have brought him back in week 8. You know, that's a tough injury. You saw him on the sidelines trying to grip
He
that
couldn't
ball.
even pick up that ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on his throwing hand. He couldn't pick the ball up.
That to me, I mean, that kind of changes who I thought was going to win that division. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's put it this way. Sean Payton is a good enough coach that he can take Bridgewater and do something with him. 'Cause Sean Payton's a fucking bomb coach. But, like, if it goes bad, say they go say he's out 6 games and they go 1-5. The division is now, like, it could be wide open depending on what the rest of the teams do.
Really, it's going to be up to what the Falcons do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
I agree.
I don't see the Bucks doing anything. And, I mean, now we're going to go into another quarterback that's rumored to be injured, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
What are those guys going to do if Cam's not there?
He gonna wear his dress.
Are we still talking about New Orleans right now?
Yeah. I'm going into it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought you were already going to Cam. We haven't gotten there yet.
You know what Sean Payton did? He set himself up, knowing that he had an older quarterback that likes to get out of the pocket and run around, likes to get hit. He went and picked himself up, Teddy Bridgewater.
A guy that fits his offense profile. You know, Bridgewater, who did he turn down to be a starter? Was it the Dolphins? He turned
I
down,
can believe that.
Because he just turned down two teams.
I think it was the Dolphins.
He turned down 2
think it was.
teams who wanted to bring him in as a starter. He decided to stay and take less money
Yep.
to play with Sean Payton and Drew Brees. So that right there tells you they got something going.
I see them. I could easily.
Saints are in trouble, man. Saints are in trouble.
I don't know.
Let's look at this. Let's do this real quick. Let's do a little exercise real quick. All right. So we got Sean Payton, amazing coach. Everybody agrees that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom and I was gonna say Tom Brady. Drew Brees,
Homer.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Sean Payton, Hall of
Amazing
Fame
quarterback.
coach.
All right. So now let's take Brees out of it because he's going to be out. Let's put Andy Dalton in there with Sean Payton. What's their record?
1-5.
Only
Only because
only
for the rest of the
only
season.
Well,
May-
Andy
what's
Dalton
the
can't do
record?
anything at
May-
Cincinnati, and he got weapons there.
Okay, hold on. So just what would the record be? Would you say what?
What, for
Would it
this-
be maybe 8-8,
for the 6 games?
16? I'd say for the rest of the season. Just work with me here.
14
8-8,
games
right,
left.
for the rest of the season with Sean Payton and Andy Dalton, right?
Okay.
Now, what about Sam Darnold and Sean Payton?
I don't know. He's got mono. No.
He's been kissing too
What's
much.
the record? What's the record?
For you talking about
9-7 with Sam
Okay.
Darnold.
Yeah.
You think 9-7 with Sam Darnold? Okay. All right.
Sam Darnold could
so
also-
what do you
he
think
could
the
throw the
record's
ball
going
too,
to be
so-
with Teddy Bridgewater and Sean Payton?
See,
you think it's going to be better than Sam Darnold?
See, I think Bridgewater.
I don't
is-
think so.
I think.
I think it.
he-
Drew Brees with Drew Brees in there, they're going to have a winning record. It'll be 14-2,
yeah,
maybe 13-3
Yeah.
with Drew Brees in there.
So
Yeah,
12-4.
agreed?
yeah.
Yeah, 13-3, 12-4.
Yeah.
Now, you brought up 3. You brought up Dalton, Darnold,
Yeah.
and Bridgewater. Which one of those 3 are the most dynamic quarterback out of those?
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
Oh, he's the most dynamic, but
but he can't throw down.
he doesn't have the experience.
He's
Yeah,
down
being a
yeah, but
starter,
we
as
just
Dalton
talked.
does.
We just talked about Drew
Brees-
Brees not being able
I
to throw
don't even
down
like
the field.
Andy Dalton, but it's the
That's-
first
you
thing
know-
that popped into my head. So
Listen.
I can throw Mariota in there.
Listen, you're gonna throw the ball to Kamara. He's gonna catch the ball. If he's not running, if you throw to him, he's gonna catch the ball 3 or 4 yards down the field, 5 yards down the field. He's gonna go 12 yards after the catch. Michael Thomas, same thing. He's gonna come across the middle, or down the sideline, 4, 5, 10 yards, 8 more yards after.
I just don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be able to get the job done. He's a mediocre quarterback,
And
I don't think he fits that well into the system.
Well,
even though he's been
yeah,
there
but
for a second.
then you got to look at Sean Payton. He might not fit into
Yes,
the
of
system
course,
right now, But are they going to mix things up?
He's serviceable.
He's not the only person that's got to change, though. I mean, everybody's got to change.
So we're going to disagree. This is actually going to be fun. Let's see.
And then go back.
Okay, so let's see now.
in 6 weeks.
Let's see in 6 weeks who was right. Let's revisit this in 6 weeks.
Oh, of course.
And we'll see. I think they're easy looking at their schedule. They got the Seahawks, which is at Seattle next week. That's going to be tough.
That's an L.
Then they're going to play the Bucks at home.
Okay.
They have one of the better home field advantages in the league.
Yeah.
That place is loud. Then they're going to play the Bears, who honestly defense completely solid.
But Trubisky.
Trubisky is shaky this year.
Yeah.
He doing too
Then you're going to go to the Cowboys. I see that being an L.
Yeah.
Because they're not. They're playing the Cowboys
In the Superdome.
in New Orleans. Dak is on fire right now. I got to eat.
Defense is looking very good.
I got to eat a little crow on that. Then they're playing the Jaguars, and then they're playing the Cardinals. I see at least 3 wins
3-3?
there.
If he's out 6 games, you're saying 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3 at the least right
Okay.
now.
Then they play the Falcons.
That's going to be a great game.
That might be Breeze's first game back.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game too. Because
They'll lose that one.
they play them. The Falcons play them in New Orleans.
Yep,
So
at the Superdome.
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm from Louisiana, but I never was a Saints fan. So let's get that straight. So I got the schedule here.
So it's going to be it for
I think if he's out 6 games, it's 3-3.
NFC South is going to be. It's going to be fun to watch in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not going to beat the Seahawks.
I don't think they're.
That's
gonna
what
beat the
I
Seahawks.
think they're
Cowboys.
the Cowboys, Seahawks, Bears. They won't win those.
I think
Well,
they can beat the Bears.
I think they could beat the Bears too.
Think so?
Khalil Mack.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
the Bears will take them because they're in there. They're in Chicago too.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah, they are.
Trubisky's gonna find his groove here this year.
But
I think he's gonna find his groove.
Khalil Mack
He's just missing on stuff, man.
Well, Khalil Mack he probably break the sack record in that game. In the Cardinals, I even though my homeboy is playing quarterback and I'm a Cardinal guy, I think that Bridgewater is just a better quarterback than Kyler Murray at this point.
Mm-hmm.
At this point,
Yeah, and so
Make sure you stay in front.
okay, yeah.
Kyler's turning some heads though.
Yeah.
He's turning some head, but they have the worst ranked offensive line in the NFL. They're 32nd, and good thing he is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
While we're still on the Saints, real quick, and we was talking about this yesterday, how what the fuck is up with the pinstripes and the Saints? They're like it's like they're playing 2 teams every game. Like that call yesterday, that was
Sunday.
Sunday. I don't know.
Sunday.
That's like it's known in the NFL when that type of play happens, you don't blow the whistle.
I don't know why they blew the whistle.
You don't blow it dead. You let the play out, and then you go back to the replay and say, okay, no, his arm was going forward, which it wasn't. But you understand what I'm saying? For you to be able to change it,
Those weren't refs, man. Those were Foot Locker workers. They were the Foot Locker.
Man, where's your stand-up? Where are you performing?
Yeah, but I just don't
go ahead.
get it. You had to play at the end of the NFC Championship last year, and then the first week they had what was the missed call they had? The refs.
Oh boy, I don't remember the first.
You remember what it was, Jonathan? They botched the call because they mentioned it, and then you had the fumble. Jared Goff fumbled it, and they blew it dead so that touchdown didn't count.
And that was a straight up touchdown.
Oh yeah.
And that
I don't know.
I think it totally would have changed the pace of the game.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
I think
Oh
so.
yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Because sometimes those kind of calls, they can uplift the team, else they can flatten the team. In
Yeah.
this case,
Oh, they can
it
totally
flattened
beat the team down.
It did both. They were up. They were up for they were all celebrating. They were high for 3 seconds,
Yep.
and then they were calling the ball back, placed it back down at like the 11
You never
or 14, something like that.
you can't blow the whistle.
No, and you know they had a meeting before then. You know that the head of officiating sat
Yep.
with those guys and said, "Look, we need to have
A perfectly called game.
you guys need to call the game of your lives here," and they didn't do it. But
No.
It's football.
Well, they're
man.
It's
they're
football.
told to let the play out.
Yeah.
They're told to let the play out before they blow the whistle. That's one of the things that they've been reiterating for the past 2 years.
they really got.
Listen, they're going to make mistakes. It's just unfortunate that it happened to New Orleans again against the Rams again.
Yeah.
But was that the deciding factor of them losing?
No.
I mean, they gave it a touchdown.
No.
But
Yeah.
Do
But
you think that was why New Orleans
oh
lost?
no, New Orleans lost because Drew Brees got hurt.
Drew Brees got hurt.
Right. And that happened. When did that happen? What quarter was that happened?
I think it was after he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was after he got hurt. So, I mean, that was not the deciding factor in the game.
No, it wasn't. No.
It's a human factor that is in the game that they're going to make mistakes and they're not going to be perfect.
Right, I mean,
and people have got to understand that, and I hope the Saints can just move the fuck on from it. Because
they will.
if they don't, they're going to end up getting too down on themselves and need to put it in the past. They couldn't do it last year. They're still talking about it this year.
I still think the Saints.
They didn't do it the year before. So, and this year, this is a regular season game that Brees got hurt in. That was not the deciding factor. Just they got to move on from it. I just hope I don't hear anything else about it.
You will if next week.
Yeah.
I mean, from you guys, I can hear it, but I'm just saying, like from the players or anything like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Now the players.
I'm
like
just
they're
a
gonna have
guess.
those
I'm
calls
just
for
a
the rest
guess.
of their lives.
Nah, they'll. Nah, the team itself. Now, as far as us that talk about fucking football all the time, yeah, you'll for sure hear from us.
You run into a Saints fan in the bar, he's going to talk about it for the next 18
Oh
years.
yeah, you better hope that doesn't happen to you because you gonna. Do you have something? You was gonna go to something?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all want to hit up hit up a few games from the past weekend, some scores, talk about what that might mean for certain divisions, and yeah.
Where you want to start? Let's go with Thursday night.
Oof.
You want,
Oh my goodness.
Thursday night, they had the delay, the weather delay,
Yeah.
and they should have just postponed the game.
It didn't help anybody.
No, it really didn't. It was a sloppy game with two sloppy teams, and the only thing that came out of it is that Buccaneers fans were happy for a week,
Yeah.
and Panthers fans are trading the jerseys in for other jerseys. But actually, I mean, honestly, we were talking about how that division. Cam got hurt.
Yeah.
He was already hurt.
He's always hurt.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He takes the most hits out of any quarterback in the NFL.
But he's a
yeah,
tough
he re-injured
guy.
that foot.
Yeah.
He re-injured his foot.
Oh, he
is what
did?
happened.
Yeah,
It came out today that he had a foot injury.
That he got.
re-injured
Yeah,
his
he
foot.
got in
Came
the
out today,
preseason.
so-
Against the Patriots, I believe. In the
it was
preseason
against
game.
Patriots.
Yep,
Yep.
that was against Patriots. You're right. So, he re-injured that, so that's part of the problem. Go ahead, PJ. You're saying?
Oh, I don't. It's going to kill their season if he's out for extended period of time.
Who's the backup?
Oh,
there?
dude,
Who is
he
their
had
backup?
a horrible game. Let's look at it. The offensive line cannot protect him. He sacked 3 times. I don't even know how many times he was hit and hurried up. But sacked 3 times, didn't throw for a touchdown. 25 for 51.
Jesus.
333 yards. Great yardage, 1 fumble. Struggle bus. Get on the struggle bus. That is just that's some bad stats from Cam. Now,
the whole team had bad
understandable.
stats.
He re-injured the foot in that game, so I don't know when he did it. Maybe that's the whole reason for the crappy stats. But let somebody know. Let him throw a backup in there.
But
Don't
Cam,
continue to play.
yeah, but Cam
So-
Newton, he's not the most accurate quarterback anyway. That was his
No,
knock.
if you watch the game, he was underthrown and overthrown, and he's always done that. He's
Right.
underthrown and overthrown open receivers. And I watched the game as much as I could because it was a tough one to watch. But,
Yeah. It was that for real.
It was a
but
night.
yeah, he was like you're right. You're totally right on that. He's overthrown and underthrown. I was like, same old Cam. I'll never pick him up in fantasy. I think the first 2 years in fantasy I picked him up, and he was doing good. And I'll never pick him up again. I've been playing fantasy for a long time.
Yeah,
It's
nobody.
funny because Lexi, my daughter, auto-picked on our fantasy draft. And
She get Cam.
she looked at her team the next morning because she had to go to bed for school. She woke up the next morning and she came out yelling at me, "I got Cam Newton. That's not fair." I was like, "Listen, it's not
You
my
picked
fault.
him, I
Shut up."
didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You auto-picked." She's like, "You didn't tell me we were drafting." It was a whole mess. But I'm like, "You had to go to bed." Anyways, that's a little bit of look into the life of a teenager.
Well,
Arguing with your teenager.
Yeah, nobody else there was helping him out. So you got
No.
Christian McCaffrey didn't even break 50 yards. He had 37 yards on 16 carries.
That's surprising.
They try to run the whole offense through him, which is I don't think is a good thing because on
No.
the physical standpoint,
Well, if they had a better O line,
Yeah. Or if they had like one or two like standout dudes at receiver that can like take some of that off, because Christian McCaffrey's dynamic, like you wouldn't believe that dude's an athlete.
right? He's
Yeah.
good in space. You know who his daddy is. And his
Oh
mama,
yeah, I remember Ed McCaffrey with,
He come from
with those
bloodlines, man.
invisible shoulder pads he used to wear.
His mama was a soccer player,
Yeah.
All American.
Mhm.
So
Really?
he has a couple other brothers that are just as good as he is. That are
Yeah, I
younger.
saw it on it was a
Yeah.
30 for 30 they had on Ed McCaffrey, and it was talking about Christian.
You know, just to add a tidbit, they said the mom started crying when the last boy was born, and so he said, "Mama, why are you crying?" He said, "I wanted a girl."
Oh man! All right, let's jump next to Cowboys Redskins real quick. Do you guys think that the success that the Cowboys are having is a result of playing the Redskins and the Giants week 1 and 2?
doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't hurt.
I mean, because they
You play what's on your
winning these
schedule.
games.
You play what's on your
They're
schedule.
winning these games pretty handily, though. And
Yeah.
to go into Washington and get a win,
Yeah.
like PJ said, the Redskins surprised me. I mean, I thought they were going to be good. I didn't know they were going to be this good. They were holding them back for a little while.
yeah,
So
yeah. They didn't score in the first quarter.
They're two solid wins, though, man.
Yeah.
Two solid wins, and they're rolling. They're definitely rolling.
Dak's looking good.
Yeah,
Zeke's looking good.
they're all looking good.
Dak made Josh Norman, one of the best backs in the league, look stupid on a few plays.
Josh Norman was talking
that-
too much
He
shit
wa-
all week. That's it.
He was.
I was watching the
Oh,
game.
he backtracked on it too, man. They took it back, saying, "No, I wasn't trying to be ugly." The media construed it that way.
No, he's full of
That's
shit.
what he was saying.
That's
That's
what
what I said. I read the statements, and I was like, "No, it sounds like you're taking a dig at Dak." Oh, he's going through his first read. He's going through his second read. He's going through his third read. Just throwing it to the open guy. And
No, he wasn't. He was going at Josh
He
Norman
said,
punk
I could
ass.
do that or something like that.
Josh Norman.
What?
Let me tell you, Anthony. Josh Norman, when he was playing with Carolina, he was a zone corner, dropping, and he would play 5-man, which is man underneath. You always had help over the top, and then he got all that money and went to Washington. His ass got exposed because let me tell you, he had no second gear when they got away from his ass.
You saying he can't play man?
Fuck no, he can't play man. Why you think they was going at him? I mean, come on, man. But anyway, I don't want to talk about me, but I'm talking about what I see. they were toasting his ass. And then the one play when Dak stiff-armed his punk ass and buried his ass in the ground.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
My best friend and I, we were watching the game. He said, "Damn, Slow, boy, ain't having a rough day." I said, every time they need a first down, they go to him.
Hey, and plus his standout year in Carolina, I mean, they went to the Super Bowl that year. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, and their defense was amazing.
Who played on the other side of him?
Who was it?
That was the Broncos.
No,
No, he's talking about they played opposite
the
him.
guy
on
played
the-
opposite him.
Oh. Was it Demarius or was it Emmanuel Sanders?
I think it might have been Sanders. I'm not really sure, but the defense was so good. They had a pass rush. Think about it.
That wasn't one of that wasn't one of the greatest offensive Super Bowls that we've ever seen, though. So that was a real defensive.
Oh, the
Super
Broncos
Bowl.
defense was sick.
Unbelievable.
And Peyton Manning was quarterback at the time.
Yeah, with a broken neck.
With a broken arm. Von Miller
Oh,
should have
that-
been MVP.
Yeah.
No, he got it. He
Yeah.
won the Super Bowl MVP. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah.
Fine's still nasty. Still nasty.
No kidding.
Y'all want to hit Colts Titans? Let's see.
Nah.
Seahawks
Well,
Steelers.
the only thing we say about Colts Titans is that
Brissett played like a champ.
Brissett's a real deal.
Everybody underestimates him.
Colts are fine. Yeah, he's very underestimated. Colts are going to be fine.
Let's look at the Ravens Cardinals.
Ooh.
The only reason I say that because I have vested interest in both teams because most of the guys that stood out the most were former Oklahoma guys, which I am a homer. OU. So, I mean, I don't want to take over this conversation.
To me, Cardinals Ravens was another solid performance from Kyler Murray. Like, he didn't play good the first half of the first game of the season, but like in the second half, well, pretty much towards the fourth quarter. And this one was, I mean, they had a chance at the end to still come back and win the game.
Some bitch dropped the ball.
Well, I mean, look, both young quarterbacks, both basically lighten up the league. They're both playing well for their offenses. Baltimore, I did not give enough credit for this year.
Nah, we had them not even making the playoffs.
I don't think we did.
I didn't.
We thought last year was a fluke. Yeah,
Well,
joke's on us.
They ran the ball most of the time last year, and then when they played, who was that, San Diego, busted them up pretty bad.
Yeah, the with the Ravens, what we saw when you playing against like a team that's not tanking, Lamar Jackson can still make some plays because dude, he was video game last week against the Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now we can put you back there and put JP at center, and we can run that bitch on the Dolphins.
I'll be good for like 2 plays. That's it.
Yeah, no,
JP, JP, all you gotta do is just move the pile just a little bit. We take care of risk.
Well, I'll tell you, but Cardinals are going to be in a good spot. They got a great coach.
They're gonna be okay. They're
Yeah.
gonna be okay.
They need to work on that offensive line.
Yeah.
Which they're going to do.
Larry Fitzgerald's still balling out.
Yeah.
Man, that guy.
That dude,
He's like
man.
60,
I love it,
60
man.
years
He's
old.
timeless.
Yeah.
Some bitch ain't never been hurt. I mean, think about it. Nobody
I don't
never gets a
remember,
good hit on him.
Because he knows how to get down.
And you know what's so funny? When Bruce Arians had moved him to the slot, it changed. It prolonged his career.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
know.
that would make some sense though. If
Because he was a Y, then they moved. He was an X, then they moved him to a Y. They moved him inside, and so you don't get as much,
attention and stuff.
right. And you always going to be on the weakest defensive back in the slot. But now the league has changed. They putting your strongest defensive back in the slot because you got these little quick, fast guys.
Little Edelmans and
Right.
little white fast guys.
hey, man, look. The reason why I got a football, a white boy went by me, I said, fuck this shit, I'm done.
Was it Edelman?
No, man. So, hey, I put it like this: if you're good enough to get out there on the field, it has nothing to do with your race, because coaches don't care. They want somebody that can play.
Yeah.
And someone that can play, somebody that is intelligent, that can learn the scheme and do well, and change on the fly.
Yeah.
You
Change on the fly is big now.
Yeah. So
Chameleon-like is
that's what it's all about. But harping back, I want to go back to Lamar Jackson. You think about it. Now I'm gonna take this out of a Tom Brady book. I know you guys will love this. One thing Tom Brady always said when he first started, he said everything that he was weak on the year before during the offseason, that's all he concentrated on. He said, because when the team comes back from looking at your film, everything that they saw that you made mistakes on that you can't do, they try to make you do it.
try to attack it.
That's why you can't attack a quarterback like Tom Brady, Drew Brees. But my favorite quarterback of them all is Phillip Rivers. Those kind of guys, you can't attack them. You just got to play them.
Yeah.
You think that's why Lamar is throwing the ball better this year? You think
That's all he worked on.
Just all off
That's all he
season. That's
worked-
all he did.
Well-
He said, "I know I could run. I know I can, slide out of the pocket.
I need to
So-
read
He
defense.
needed to work in the pocket. That's what
Right.
he did. He
Yeah.
did a lot of
So that's what I was,
that,
that's what I was going to say. So he worked on a
Yeah.
6-step drop and
5-step
a
drop,
5-step
3-step
drop,
drop,
and just
rolling out because he never could throw to his left. You notice if you watched the game the other day, all his passes that he completed were left thrown balls. They tried to make him go left. That's okay. You make me go left, I get you here.
Yeah.
Then if you make me go
now,
left,
he's a dynamic quarterback right there.
he's the Michael Vick
If
with some intelligence.
if he can Nasher, which he looks like he's doing just fine,
Mhm.
passing in the pocket, two-step drop, like you guys saying. I mean, he's a dynamic quarterback.
he's got a pretty deep ball, man. That thing.
Don't they play New England this year too?
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
They play
Every
every
year.
season.
See, I want to see him play against
We'll
the
see
top
him in the
10
playoffs.
defenses.
We're going to see them in the playoffs.
I want to see them. I want to see him against top 10 defense because now you notice the teams that they have been playing were lower half defensive ranked teams, but you still play the people on your schedule.
Well,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about that later on because I think that's going to be the best game of the week coming.
Oh
up next
yeah,
week.
yeah.
So let's see what else we got. Jaguars, Texans. I mean, Texans squeaked by.
And they didn't look that
They
good.
didn't look that good. Deshaun Watson is still.
You got to hold your breath because you don't know who's going to knock the shit out of his ass.
Man, he gets hit so much.
Yo.
He comes up hobbled all the time. I don't know. I think maybe gave the Texans a little more credit than
Yeah.
because I mean we had Minshew come in. Minshew played the whole game
And he
kept him in it.
Who knows what the outcome could have been because the coach went for 2. They tied the
Oh,
game.
my
They tied the
God.
game with like almost
Doug-
0 time left, and he went for 2 instead of tying the game.
I don't know how Doug Marrone walks around the sidelines with balls that big.
It's called Good Old Boy Network in the league. And here's the thing, man. I don't know if you guys. I don't know. I didn't get any of this today, but I saw. What's the deal is on Jalen Ramsey? He wants out. What happened on the sideline? Does anyone know?
Yeah, they got into it on the
Mhm.
sideline. Him and
From
Marrone.
the coach Marrone. Yeah, they got into it on the sideline. It was real quick though. It wasn't really anything big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
just doesn't know. He don't like the direction that they're going in there in Jacksonville, and he wants out, man. He wants to go play for a contender.
What,
Right now, they're not a contender.
Motherfucker should have never took the money.
Watching all these other,
You take
all
the
these other teams, and all these other players, like AB and who else did it recently? Asking to get out of where
Mhm.
they're at.
leave
Basically,
AB alone.
requesting trades.
He's with Bob
So-
Kraft now.
Well,
They could go buy them hoes.
but I think what the issue is that Jalen Ramsey is another guy that wants to do nothing but play man. So all he wants to do is just
Yeah.
pick a guy and play against him the whole game. I think Doug Marrone was realizing that they were in a real tight game. We got to change things up. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Jalen Ramsey, don't tell me what to do. I'm fixing to get paid this year.
Yeah.
Not by Jacksonville.
Not by
I'll
Jacksonville.
ship his punk ass out.
And that's what's happening. And that's what's happening.
And you make it so bad. I think I can't remember. I listen to sports radio all the time. They were saying something like because the coach wouldn't challenge a 3-yard pass. Like he wanted him to challenge it, and he wouldn't challenge it. So that's why
So he played off instead of playing bump.
probably. And I didn't see the play, but oh man, it wasn't Levitar for sure. It might have been Will Kane that he was talking about. It said that that's what the thing. He wanted him to challenge the play, and the coach was like, "Man, I'm not challenging that." Like, dude, probably caught it. You know what I'm saying? Probably 3 yards for a first down or something like that.
Close game. You don't want to give up your challenge on.
On a bullshit
On a
call like
bullshit
that,
call.
especially you still got more real estate.
Right.
You know, here's the thing that I would say, man. Being in sports and playing in that heated environment, sometimes the coaches they want to call what they want to call because they do have ego.
Yeah.
They don't let the players play as they need to play because they see what they see. Then you have some coaches just let the players make their own calls, man. You look at when Ray Lewis was playing, he would make the calls.
Yeah.
The only time he ever went against a coach when Singletary was the linebacker coach, and Singletary called Ray Lewis to the sideline and said, "Hey, look, when I make the call, you play the call." And Ray Lewis didn't even say anything back to Mike Singletary because he said, "That's Mike Singletary. I don't talk shit to him."
Mike
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say
It all
that's Mike
depends on who the
Singletary.
coach.
Mike Singletary would probably fuck either one of us up right
Correct.
now. He like 60 or 70.
Now, if Ramsey, going back to Belichick, you think he would have talked shit like that to Belichick?
No.
Hell no. See, it all depends on who the coach is and the level of respect that he commands. You know,
he would have got traded.
he would have been
he
cut
would've-
on
he-
the field.
No,
For
he
a
no,
bag
he
of
don't,
popcorn.
He doesn't do the cut. He does the I'm gonna trade you to the Jets for a seat in their stadium, like a season ticket. Like that's what he does.
He pulls out his little pencil out of the back of his ear, makes
motherfucker gone.
makes a little note. Next thing you know, press conference on Tuesday. Yeah, he's gone. That's all I'm talking about.
But he got the right attitude, man. I mean, a lot of people get mad at your team, but the proof is in the pudding, man.
Oh man, it's the best run organization I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
I want to know what Antonio Brown thinks of our organization, how he thinks it's run. If it's the best organization.
He better get him a good lawyer. That's what
I
he
wanna
better
know.
do. 'Cause he needs
Well, you know what?
Because I'm seriously thinking about that earlier today when of course, they were talking about Antonio Brown because everybody's talking about it. I was thinking about that. I was wondering, now that he's there, I'm wondering if he's thinking it's all cracked up to be up in New England. Like if it's the best run organization. Seems like he's straightened out a little bit. Yeah, we haven't heard shit from him since he's been up there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's not posting on social media.
Yeah, he is. He's posting. I just saw he posted a 3-second video on Instagram of a woman masseuse massaging his calf, his right
that's
calf.
exactly
not good. Not good.
No,
Dumb
and I was
ass.
like, whoa! And he had a towel wrapped around his leg.
Oh,
His
man.
legs were-
Man.
So all you saw was his knees, and his legs were up. Like
Dude.
you know what I mean? Like kind of like his feet were on the table, and
Oh.
his legs were kind of like his knee was up. I was like, oh shit! Don't
No,
do that.
man.
Is it
That's
still up? Because that seems like
But
something
then
they
he
would be like,
posted
hey.
something about this long thing about God and his
Now
wife.
I
and this whole
did
thing
see
about-
that, but he was posting a lot of shit. He seemed to have really slowed it down. I mean, I haven't heard anything about him missing meetings, but you don't really hear anything like that coming out of the Patriots organization.
I just didn't think
so.
he just didn't want to be in Oakland.
No, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
We talked about
I
2
didn't
weeks
know.
ago.
I just wanted to bring up that thing about you said something about the Patriots organization being run
Oh,
so
fabulous.
moving,
he
like
didn't-
the best run organization. I was thinking about that.
He didn't have a choice to go to Oakland.
Correct.
He
That's
was
what I'm saying.
traded.
Right.
I think he got there. I think he went to OTAs.
And realized this
I think
is fucked up.
I think he started playing. He started playing with Derek Carr, and he said,
This is fucked up.
Yeah. He probably did say that. He's like, okay, I can't do the
The
I can't
bullshit.
do that. Yeah.
Hey, did you guys realize that Belichick and they have a tape of him and Belichick having a conversation where Belichick went up to him and said, "Hey, I really would like to coach you someday."
Oh yeah. Well,
Did you hear about that? That actually came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Patriots, when the Steelers announced that he was on the trade block,
They were trying to get him,
they offered a first-round pick.
and they said no.
Bill Belichick
Of course
loves
they did.
first-round picks. He don't give first-round picks for anybody.
Yeah.
It's like giving. It's currency, man.
Yeah. So he always wanted him. He knows what kind of player he is. He knows what kind of games. He knows how he spreads out the defenses. I mean, come on. You got Josh Gordon lined up. You got Julian Edelman lined up. You got Brown lined up, and you got White in the backfield,
Yeah. And Sony Michelle.
or Sonny Michel.
But the thing is, with Brown gonna now here's gonna be the true test because now think about it. You look at the past 7 years, 105 balls. 1 year, 110, 15,
120 something last
120.
year.
Right,
Yeah.
right. He's not gonna get that
No, he's got to be okay with that.
because he only had 4 passes what was it, 4 or 5 this past week?
He had 8
I think he had
targets.
six for 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
I have it written down somewhere. I don't know. I think it was like 6 for 10.
He only went. No, I think he went 4 for 56 yards, and that was in the first half. but
And a touchdown.
Yeah, with a touchdown. I mean, not
No, not horrible.
But it was also the first game of Brady, so I don't think that their chemistry is that their timing, I should say,
Yeah.
is there right now. But we'll see. I know he didn't run a couple of routes right, and Brady let him know that. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, there's nothing to say about the Patriots Dolphins game. That game was
It was a scrimmage.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it was
It was a joint practice.
It was close right before kickoff, and that was it. after
Yeah,
that,
Man,
Are we gonna talk
you're
about that
bad.
It,
You're bad.
it's surprisingly, remember because I messaged, I was like, damn, I thought they'd have more points by now. And then right after you said that, you replied to me with like, yeah, they should have this much. And then all of a sudden, doo-doo,
Yep.
explosion. And that was it. So what I want to get to, what game next? What game next?
Yeah, Bills Giants. Nothing really to talk about there. Bills
No.
are way better than we expected, but Josh Allen, he's the key. He's why they're 2-0 right now. Josh Allen.
No turnovers yesterday or
Nope.
Sunday.
He seems to be growing
Yeah.
into a.
And he can run.
Yeah, he seems to be growing as a starter in the NFL.
Bills have a defense.
Oh, yeah.
Bills have always had a defense.
Mm-hmm.
They have a defense.
So, but they did play the Giants, and last week they played the Jets.
Yeah.
So
That was that close one. That's the one that came from behind.
Yeah, we got to see what's going on next week, and I think in the next few weeks, they're playing the Bengals next week, so we're not going to see much. Man, they might be 3-0. They might be tied with the Patriots for first place in the AFC East come next week.
They are right now.
Oh, they are right now. If you go by alphabetical order, they're actually first.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
It's only on paper.
Yeah, Josh Allen, though, another good young guy, which we need a lot of quarterbacks getting old.
Yeah.
But you look at a lot of the.
No.
You look at.
We're definitely first place in the division now. after record, it goes by points for, then points
Which
again.
is like, what do y'all got? Fucking 80,
And
70, 80
I think
something?
we beat them just alone yesterday. Last game we played with 42 points.
We're 76 points scored this year.
3 allowed.
3 allowed.
We
Fucking great.
haven't given up a touchdown
Since the Super Bowl.
since,
No, since the playoffs.
Before the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
playoffs against Kansas City.
Yeah,
Oh,
against
yeah.
Kansas City.
I stand corrected.
Because we didn't even give up a touchdown.
Yeah.
We've given up 6 points
Well,
in since that game. We've given up 6 points. That's ridiculous. Sorry.
why don't we jump into another division game?
Hey, man. We'll jump in. Packers, Vikings. I learned some shit because I vowed this year to stop like overreacting and panicking when shit doesn't start good. And the game started amazing. Rodgers looked like he shook the fucking rust off. He was out there slinging it. 21-0,
Yep.
really, really fast. And the Vikings, they have a good defense. Like, they have a decent defense. Like, it's not the Bears, but they have a good defense. So I'm thinking, oh, man, this is great. And then the second half happened. We didn't score any more points. And then they came with a flurry of points, 16 straight up, like, bam, really fast. Like, the one, not Thielen, but
Diggs?
yeah, Diggs caught that one touchdown where the dude looked like he was about to intercept it.
Yeah.
I had to. I was like, "Oh, y'all dudes!" And we had a couple turnovers. We still moved the ball well. Aaron Jones had over 100 yards rushing, but I learned something. The Vikings' offense is like nothing to like, just glance at. They've got like a Pro Bowl running back,
Mm-hmm.
2 Pro Bowl receivers,
Uh-huh.
and when Kirk Cousins is playing good, he's a good quarterback.
No, he's not.
Well,
No, sometimes
He's
he
above average with $84 million. The guy stole a lot of money.
Oh yeah, he's a thief. But I'm saying like, I've seen him play good before.
Yeah.
So for the defense to take that 16 points and then still like pull off that game, I was like, okay, I can, and not even talking about any of the details. A W is a fucking W. It's not
Yeah.
college football where you got to beat somebody by fucking 70 to like keep your ranking or whatever.
Right. You can lose 5 games and still win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
That's
college, you lose
Yeah.
1 game, you out of it.
Yep. So I'll start off with that, just saying that I'm impressed with them. Like the defense still held on. They had a couple of key interceptions towards the end of the game, and I can live with the W.
But Green Bay's defense actually has improved. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
that was the
Amazing.
whole knock last year, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
the knock the last 4 years. The
Yeah.
defense.
And you think LaFleur is better relationship with
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers? Yeah.
I saw.
Let's see.
I saw the little. But you know what? They had a little argument or whatever, and I saw it and I was like, man, what the fuck is going on? But
He never would have done that with McCartney.
He did.
yeah,
He
did.
would go and roll his eyes in the corner.
Yeah,
But
well-
he wouldn't confront him like he did LaFleur.
But here's what how come I'm not really worried about that, because they both were like really open with it after the game and explained what it was. And Aaron Rodgers said that he's never before had a head coach come sit on the bench beside him and talk about like plays. What do you
Right.
want to run? What do I, he's never had that. McCarthy never fucking did that shit. So
McCarthy had an ego. I mean, you got a guy like Aaron Rodgers at your quarterback. Let him run what the fuck he's comfortable with, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But so that's what I'm just gonna say that about it. I'm happy we got the W. They look good to me, like the resiliency, in other words, and like it looks good going forward.
I think y'all might have been a little lucky that the normal Kirk Cousins showed up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did.
He's not the first cousin. He's
No.
a distant cousin.
But solid win for y'all. Another division win. 2 straight division wins for you guys.
Yes, I'll take that
Huge.
shit all day.
Huge.
I knew Minnesota wasn't gonna beat him. I mean, they beat the shit out of the Falcons, man. The Falcons just didn't have the old line. Just is not. You got to remember now. The Green Bay Packer offensive line is very athletic.
Yeah,
When you have athletic linemen going against athletic defensive linemen, and you got the right guy pulling the trigger, and you got the skill position guys, you can win. You can win.
unless we're playing the Bears defensive line, then it's gonna be a struggle.
Well,
That
you
was a
got
tough
Khalil Mack, and you got the rest of the guys. That's a whole different game. But they don't have the quarterback because, technically they supposed to have kicked Green Bay ass.
Oh yeah, dude.
But homeboy just couldn't.
I had belief in my boys, but like the way that game started,
They were-
man.
Aaron Rodgers was frustrated. They were landing. They were sitting in his lap, man. So
What's your thoughts on it, Jonathan?
Yeah, no, they look good. I'm going to keep picking against them, though, for you. Just for that reason, so they keep winning. Like I said the last 2 podcasts,
Yeah.
keep picking against Green Bay. So just for your sake there, Anthony. But no, the defense looked good. Aaron Rodgers looks like the offense is starting to click again a little bit more. Starting to get a little bit more comfortable. They need to protect him. He got hit
Yes.
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. The older he gets,
It's
the more fragile these
it's
guys
pretty
get,
much the
so.
same dudes that we've had like at offensive line. Like I can remember times like a couple seasons ago where Aaron Rodgers would be back there for like 13 seconds running around.
I know, but I want to see it like with Tom. Like Tom has time in the pocket.
no, Tom
Aaron
throws
Rodgers
a
has to-
3-step
Aaron
drop.
Rodgers
Stop
has to roll
bullshit,
out
man. Come on,
every
man.
time. I don't want to see him running around. I
No.
don't want to see him running around.
What I'm
You know
saying
I mean?
is,
'Cause- or getting smacked up. I don't want to see Aaron doing that.
Big brother,
You know,
stop.
he's
Big
better
brother,
in the
stop.
pocket.
Tom Brady only throws 3-step drop because the old fucker can't move. Let's get it straight. You need a sundial to time him in the 40, but I still would have him on my team.
You know how many times I've seen him stepping up in the pocket? Get
That's-
out,
but it's
man.
only-
He sits there in the pocket and he'll throw a rope. Man, he'll check it
3-step
down
drop,
if he needs to, but he'll sit there and get
3-step
hit.
drop.
Watch the last game. He
Man,
got
I'm telling you
smacked up and completed the pass.
What?
But
Tom does have some good pocket presence.
But
I
he
can't
does-
hit on the pocket
He-
presence.
He plays
What?
in a 5 square, but that's a quarterback because he knows his way around the pocket. But what I'm saying is, he doesn't get sacked because the son bitch throw 3-step drops. Man, I'm serious. I mean, nobody can get up on him that quick.
He gets the ball out.
Right.
He's one of
2
the fastest.
seconds or
Yeah.
1.5 seconds.
absolutely. But
3-step
he's
drop.
also- he
3-step
has-
drop.
He has plenty of protection.
3-step drop.
I don't see that with Green Bay. I don't see it with Green Bay, man.
He's
I'm watching
taking
the-
5-step
I'm watching
drops.
The highlights. I'm actually watching the game right now.
Green
as
Bay
we
run
get the
deeper
highlights,
routes. Come on, man. Let's talk.
Yeah, Green
All right,
Bay does
let's-
But I
run
still
good.
like Tom Brady now. I still like Tom Brady, and I do like his wife. I mean,
I don't care if you like. I don't care if you like him or not. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing right now on the screen is Aaron Rodgers getting pressured.
of course.
Oh yeah, the offensive
Minnesota
line's getting old.
Vikings, okay, that's what I'm seeing, and that's what we're talking about.
But
So
Minnesota has one.
I would like to see less of that.
Right, I
Aaron.
understand, but
Oh,
Minnesota has one of the best defensive front sevens in the league.
Minnesota?
Yes.
Yeah, they got a good defense. Yeah,
So they're gonna run havoc on anyone.
I want to see him get
Well,
less
nobody said
pressure.
anything about the Vikings defense until I just said all that. So.
No, I
Boy.
said that about the Vikings
Now
defense
now
earlier.
They have a
What
real
did
good
I say
defense,
that they do
so
to
I'll
the
mark that down.
what they did to the Falcons?
All right, we got to move on.
Yeah,
Chargers, Lions. Lions got lucky that Phillip Rivers had a bad day.
He's still my quarterback.
Nothing much more to say there. I don't see the Lions doing much more this year.
You think the coach
That
gonna be
man
there
knows.
long?
That man knows how to make babies. That man knows how to make babies.
Phillip Rivers knows how to make babies.
What do you got, about 15 kids now?
I think he's got like 9.
Nine.
And only
He has enough
one
for-
baby
he has
mama.
enough for a
That's
football team.
impressive. He only has one baby mama, and he got that. Hey, that man is a good father.
Yeah.
Is he Catholic?
He has to keep.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why he's still playing because he has to feed all them kids, man.
So we'll see what happens next week with those guys.
Against the Eagles, they're playing the Eagles next week. With the Lions.
Beating up Eagles teams.
Yeah, let's hit on that one. That Falcons won. Falcons Eagles. I picked the Eagles to win. I think we all picked the Eagles to win that game.
Everybody did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all. picked
Even
the
everybody in
Eagles,
Atlanta picked
They-
the Eagles.
They look, man. The dude's gonna die this season. Carson Wentz is gonna die.
What happened?
He got hit 1 billion times in that game. He left the game for a little bit.
He had to leave the game.
I tell you, I didn't watch that game. I was in a restaurant. I looked at the score. It was 3-something. I was like, man, this is going to be abysmal. It was 3-0 Atlanta.
It was a shit show first half game.
Right.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
home.
it was a really bad first half.
I get home, man. I get a text message from a reliable source say, Sloan, it's looking really bad. The next thing you know, I was like, they actually playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It turned into a good game. I actually stayed up and watched it.
I watched the whole game.
Yeah,
We're
I think
actually.
me and you were texting back and forth.
I think all three of us were texting,
Yeah, we were,
talking
yeah.
about going to bed.
Yeah. Oh, we were in the
Well,
group.
you guys
yeah,
got to
we
get
were
me
in
on the
group
list
chat.
now on the group text.
Yeah.
I stayed up, watched the whole game. I'll tell you, Jake Matthews threw a great block.
Oh, that little ass defensive back, that quarterback, man.
I'll tell you what,
he
that-
pancaked his ass.
Fourth and 3. Jake Matthews hit a great block. It was a pass behind the line of scrimmage, like 2 or 3 yards.
Jailbreak screen.
Julio, yeah, exactly.
They call it jailbreak
Julio
screen.
took that ball, 56 yards, something like that. Took it
You
to
know
the
what?
house.
Did you see the coach? Was the coach? What was his name?
Dan Quinn, the
No,
Falcons
the,
coach.
the defensive coach for
the Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, the dude that came for the Lions, Schwartz.
Yeah.
Is it Schwartz?
No, Greg Williams.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what he was saying? That motherfucker! You can read his lips. The Nets said,
Dude,
"Well, we
what-
really don't want to show that."
When I saw it, I was like, man, that's like a bad call that went perfectly right
For the offense.
because they threw it behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
That was a
On a 4th and 3.
oh yes.
If Jake Matthews never would have made that block, he would have tackled Julio for a
yeah,
loss.
yeah, exactly.
It was just a perfect.
It
all the stars
executed
lined
perfectly.
up.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
the Falcons did what they needed to do. They needed their O-line to step up and give Matt Ryan some time
And
to
the
throw
defense
the ball.
played really well.
The defense played pretty well. I mean, granted, I think Wentz was hurt more than we than we know. And honestly, the Eagles did. I think Jonathan, me and you were talking about this. Should have left McCown in on that drive.
They wish they had Nick
Yep.
Foles.
They wish they had
Definitely.
But I'll tell you what.
they should have left McCown. They definitely should have.
McCown went in there, ran the ball right down the field, got into the red zone, got into I don't know, something in goal situation, and then Wentz came in, ended up getting a field goal, 3 points.
Yeah.
Stay with the hot hand, at least for that drive.
yeah.
What are you going to do? You're worse off. You're on the 6-yard line. You're going to get 3 points.
Hot hand means bigger contract.
Well,
You got to play the guy that you got the most money invested in. He just signed that big ass extension. They said, "Look, you going in."
yeah.
So
it's a tight game.
Dude, it doesn't matter. Dude,
I would've-
I've seen situations where they've had guys that got drafted in the second round and a guy that's a free agent balling out. But that you look at the fucking film and you see the guy that is the sixth round draft pick kicking ass, but the guy that's in the second round getting blown up, and he's still getting reps because it's all about the money. In some cases,
I would have
that's
left
why
McCown in.
I would have left him in.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you guys drinking beer at least?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking thank God.
I'm drinking water though. I'm a non-drinker. I'm not allowed to drink because I'm already kind of
How is he allowed on this podcast if he's not having a beer? That's in the description.
I'm the new number 3. I have information.
We gotta get him the Heineken with no alcohol in it. There you go.
Nah, man. The thing is, I always been kind of
just come out
wild
with it.
anyway. So I never was allowed to drink when I was a kid. So I always done some crazy stuff, man. So my mom and my wife always ask me, when are you gonna grow up? I say I'm never gonna grow up.
How long have you been married? You guys were talking about that.
I've been married 25 years.
All you guys are together, and I'm somewhere in Tennessee. So
So you're not up in Boston?
what's that?
So where do you live in Boston or where are you?
He's in
I
Tennessee.
live in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's in, 40 minutes south of Nashville.
Hey, did you go to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Dude. I should have hooked you up.
Yeah, I don't want to
Oh,
talk
man.
about that.
Well, the next time they come to the Super Bowl, if they're here in Atlanta, I got you.
All right, so we're going to jump. We're not going to really talk about Browns. We're just going to hit on it real quick, then hit the NCAA football real quick, what we're looking forward to next week, and then we'll do our picks,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah. Browns didn't look that good against like a decimated, as far as quarterback-wise, Jets team.
They were down to the back. What?
They're down to third string right now.
Third string.
And Le'Veon Bell was the next one in line.
Oh, yeah, he was.
That's
They
right. He
did
was
say
the-
that, yeah.
Yeah, they said he was the wild. They said, who's next? The Wildcat. See, that kid played for Mike Leach, the one that came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the only, the Browns are what we predicted them to be, which is hype. All hype.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to get a wild card spot. That's up in the air right now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good on my pick there. So, they
Listen,
got
they're foaming at the mouth right now. The Browns are
two
because all they got in their division to beat now are the Ravens, for what it's looking like.
Yep.
and they're not going to do that.
No.
No, they're not going to do that, but it's good for a wild card spot. They can keep the shit together.
Yeah. They
So
and also the Jets defense is pretty decent though. You know what I'm saying?
They had 7 starters out last night.
On defense?
What? I think it was split down the middle.
Wow. Their defense.
They had 7 guys out.
Oh.
A few guys on offense. I think there was more guys on defense.
Yeah. All right, so that's their big offseason pickup. What's the dude's name?
Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
He had a couple sacks.
No.
Oh,
Not
that's
the Browns.
Cleveland. That was Cleveland.
Yeah, the Jets. They had a big defensive offseason pickup.
Oh, Jets. I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah, and he was on the sideline in street clothes the whole game.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can't remember his name, man.
I didn't even watch
They
the
had
game.
a couple
Barely
secondary
watched the
guys.
game.
Well, I watched it because I had a vested interest. So.
Before we jump into this college real quick, we have a segment, Sloan, that we forgot to tell you about.
Oh, yeah.
That we do every week, which is called Asshole of the Week.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. Now I'm going back down home. Now that means I get to signify on the asshole. That's
So if you've been listening, you know you pretty much know the gist of it. But I thought I had mine picked early Sunday.
Yeah.
I really thought I had him picked, but then, and the dude, it make it so bad. This dude played. He played his ass off last night, but a couple of calls. Miles Garrett. He had a couple of like roughing the passer calls in a row where he put his entire body. You can't do that.
You can't dead fish anymore.
No, you
Nope.
can't. Now, me being an old school football dude, watching like I see no problem with it, but you just can't do it.
That
and
ain't the rules
he
anymore.
did it both times and gets up like, what did I do? Like, dude,
You know what
put
you did.
yeah, you know exactly like. And that's why he got that. I'm like, come on. Once he did it the first time, I'm like, okay. But then he did it like a couple of plays. That's the one he hurt the backup.
Oh,
Yeah, he heard his, that's when he broke the ankle, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ankle.
yeah, exactly. So that's Myles Garrett, asshole of the week for me.
Easy for me, Jalen Ramsey. You don't, you don't go at your head coach. You don't, that was an easy pick for me this week. As soon as I saw that,
See, I thought that was gonna be mine too until
I remember you texted me
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, it's jeez, man. Oh, man.
I know you got vested interest, so you probably don't want to say, but you can skip this segment if you want.
Yeah.
So what you mean I have bitches? Call me out.
You know more people. You know a lot of people that play, and you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take your guy, Jalen Ramsey.
yeah.
I'm real old school compared to you guys, and you play with the coach call, and you discuss it in the meeting, not on the sideline.
Yeah.
You play what they call, you're a professional, you getting paid, do your job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because see a lot of that too. One thing that I've experienced being in locker rooms with guys, when you get a guy that calls out a coach like that, you don't discipline him in a certain kind of way, you kill your locker room, a la Mike Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind.
And the guys lose respect for you. There's certain coaches you just not gonna pull that bullshit with, and there's only a handful of them. That's why Kenny Stills left the Saints. He pulled that shit with Sean Payton. They shipped his ass out.
Yep.
To Miami, right?
Yeah, to
Yep,
Miami, yeah.
What's the guy named the defensive back that was at Seattle? The
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman. He pulled that shit with Pete Carroll.
You're going to 1-15, 49.
Right.
Yeah.
He got rid of the other guy, the guy that was caught in the casino. Somebody they was what you call that? What the fuck? They was.
Oh yeah.
The big dude.
Oh,
He plays with who's he? He's actually with the Pats now. The defense end.
oh, Bennett.
Bennett,
Yeah,
yeah,
Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
But you ain't heard nothing from him since he got over to New England, have you?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a level of respect. It's a level of respect. Jalen Ramsey, I would have put that motherfucker off the team.
Well, that's basically what happened. That's why
I
their
wouldn't have
phones.
traded him. I would have suspended him without pay, conduct detrimental to the team, and say, get the fuck on.
Yeah. So who you got, Jonathan? What's your asshole of the week?
Josh Norman.
Ooh.
Oh!
Before a big game, listen. You don't talk shit about the other team's quarterback before the game. You don't do that shit.
No.
Especially when you know your team is not as good.
To take it back and say, "Oh, he wasn't talking shit." After the game, he's an asshole, and
That's
he got what he deserved on the fucking field. So
Yeah,
that's
ass
my
move.
asshole of the week.
You know what's so funny? You don't talk shit about another team when you know they are better.
Yeah.
You don't give them fuel, man. You don't give them that
No
fuel.
bulletin
That's the
board.
Yeah, no
Patriots
bulletin
love that,
board
man.
material.
The Patriots are always getting that talk, man. We always hearing that talk. And
Patriots
they love
never
it,
talk
man. They're
shit,
like,
though.
go ahead, keep talking, because we're going to use that.
They
We're going
point
to
at-
use it as fuel.
The Patriots point at the scoreboard. I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan, but I am a Patriots fan. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah, same thing with me. Yeah.
You know.
That reminds me of Richard Sherman in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Seahawks. Remember when he was doing with numbers with his hands? With his hands.
Until-
and I was like, oh, keep talking shit.
Pete
Until-
Carroll. Pete
And
Carroll
it's like,
fucked
it
that
barely
game up.
happened, but it happened.
Until Butler caught that pick and that look on his
Well-
face, that meme, he's like, you remember that shit?
Oh, yeah. It looks like his dog just died. Oh, it's great.
Did you guys see the backstory behind that particular defensive call?
Yes.
Did you see
I
the
know
do
all
your
of it.
job thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking
The
to
statistics
So-
and how they're
No,
playing them.
they worked on that play the whole fucking week.
That was
We're talking about Patriots.
that was
Yeah.
so they ran analytics and
Yep.
they ran
Yeah.
they ran that play. I forgot 20 something times in the regular season.
Yep.
And they were 100%. Every single time they ran that play,
Yep.
They did exactly what they wanted to, whether it was a first down or whether it was and it was just a pick play.
Anything that was short yards and
Yeah, it was a pick play.
It was a pick play.
Yep.
So they practiced that and practiced it and practiced it and practiced it, and that was the last play.
They practiced defending it.
Right.
Right.
They practiced, and Malcolm Butler was like, for however many times they ran that.
Yeah.
Right. He said you
couldn't pick it
gotta
up. He
go
couldn't pick it
through
up.
the guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the last play they ran in the last practice before the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And what's I can't remember the defensive back's name. Ended up with the Saints. He's not in football anymore. I think he went to jail.
Oh, you talking about
Well, y'all
yeah, he
like
played for us for a long time.
I forgot the guy's name.
Then he went to the Vikings.
Yeah. So another problem guy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, stop now. You know, you guys are like the Raiders of the '70s, but y'all just clean about it. You got your own private jet.
But he's the one that told Malcolm to get in the spot that he was in.
Right.
In that, but yeah, as soon as they saw them what they were going to run, they knew it. And everyone says they should have ran Marshawn. They stuffed Marshawn the play before, and they stuffed him earlier on in the game.
Yep.
But they was getting 4 yards a clip.
They had an extra down. They had an extra down after that.
So yeah, Marshawn didn't get into the
run.
end zone like the play before. Pete Carroll was like, "We're 100% on this play. This is the perfect play to go."
Yep.
And
So-
they had one to give.
Yeah. And it was second down. It wasn't even third down. It
Right.
was second
Yeah.
down.
Pete
Yeah.
Carroll
So-
forgot who he was playing against.
So, how many times you see an interception on the 2-yard line? You know,
Big boy for the
I mean-
Pittsburgh Steelers did it and ran it back against my old guys
It's
in the Super Bowl against the
another low-
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Another low probability play, man. Low probability.
Yep.
play
But, yeah,
against Atlanta.
we went way
Of us
into the
winning,
ether
you know?
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got to move on though. 'Cause
All right,
we're running along. I'm sure we're running along. Don't
Yeah, we
we're-
are.
I apologize for my long witness.
No, you good. You
I'm
good.
just
No, you're
excited to
fine,
be
you're
here
fine.
with you
dude,
guys.
we run long every time. All right, so look, we're gonna jump into a little bit of college football as we do every week. Let's see.
Finally, we have 3 ranked games
Yes.
this week. So we're not there's going to be no Pac-12 numbers out there. That's the one thing I can't stand with college football. I don't need to see 700 yards of offense per
Yeah.
team. I
All
don't need to
depends
see
on your
70
team.
scores.
Where'd you go to college?
I didn't go to college.
Where'd
That's
you
right.
go to college?
I didn't.
Okay, then. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no team.
So, you know,
Oh, I do. I do.
Who's your
Georgia,
team?
Georgia, yeah.
I went to Palm Beach Community College.
Oh, okay, they play volleyball. They must be pretty good.
All right, so I'm
PBCC, baby.
gonna jump into the big one for me. Is my Georgia Bulldogs are playing Notre Dame Fighting Irish. First time Notre Dame has ever played a game at Sanford Stadium, and
That heat go kill them, boy.
Oh, hey,
I
look.
hope it's a 400 degrees.
I gave a pretty long, like, crazy speech on our first podcast about what I expect from Georgia this season. They've been doing it. Like, the teams that they're supposed to hang 50 points on, they're hanging 50 points on them. This game coming in, you got arguably the best offensive line in college football with Georgia.
No, Oklahoma.
I got you.
How many guys we had drafted compared to you guys? We had all 4 guys get drafted in the first 2 rounds. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm talking about current offensive
Current.
line.
We talking about current now.
How they get drafted? They can't be current.
No, they got drafted. The guys got drafted last year, and we're going to have another bunch getting drafted again. Now, I'm Homer now.
and we're playing against, like, one of the best defensive lines in college football, which is Notre Dame's. So I'm interested to see. We got a lot of good backs. They got a lot of good. I'm interested to see just how this looks up front. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In the trenches.
I want to see how efficient Swift is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's going to lay the game out. I think this is actually, out of all football this weekend, this is my most look forward to game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game myself. So
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be SEC football against non-conference football.
Yeah. And they
I don't even watch fucking SEC football
unless they playing against
unless they beat up on a Big 12 team. But I want Notre Dame to get their ass skull drug. I mean,
It's going to be great from start to finish.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I want a blowout.
I don't know if we're going to get a blowout.
The last time we played them 2 seasons ago, it was like 11-0 or something. What was the final score? It was defensive. We had like 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
Georgia, they to end the game, they caused Notre Dame to fumble.
I think this is Swift and Fromm. This is their game to shine.
Yeah.
You think Fromm is as good as – I don't think he is good as people say, because I think the kid that's up at Washington now should have stayed.
Oh, Eason?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he should have stayed.
That's one of those that's like the straight definition of stay with the hot hand. Because he got hurt week 1 that season.
I get it, but that kid is a much better quarterback than Fromm. It's showing it now.
Well, he's a better passer than Fromm. Fromm he's a game manager.
Yeah,
and if we keep winning with him back there,
You winning because you got the talent of the running back.
yeah.
And then you're not as accurate. You can just throw the fucking ball up, and you got them damn gazelles on the
Fromm's kind of accurate, man. He's kind of accurate, man.
Yeah, I put it like this here.
Well, they have
You got gazelles catching the ball. Hell, you look at what Tim Tebow was at Florida. I'm going way back. You saw what happened to his ass when he got in the pros.
Yeah, well,
You got Percy Harvin. You got Killer Hernandez.
Killer Hernandez. He threw nothing but wounded ducks all the time.
Yeah.
And then you 10 yards open because you got so much damn speed.
What you got on that game, Jonathan?
Georgia, definitely.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah, I'm picking Georgia.
I think we're all. Yeah,
There's no doubt about it. I don't think Notre Dame can hold them back.
I don't know about blowout, but I see them. I mean, it'd be great.
No,
I
it's
would
gonna
like
be
to have
good
a
game.
blowout.
It's going to be close, but I think it's going to come down to some field goals, missing some field goals.
And we got a great
not
field
down
goal
to
kicker.
a field goal per se, but I think there's going to be a lot of field goals being kicked.
Old Rodrigo
So-
going to get
and
that
that-
foot working out.
Yeah.
So we only
that's exactly where they have the advantage, I think.
special teams.
We'll hit the next ranked game from this weekend coming up.
Michigan, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Michigan, Wisconsin. That's some Big Ten fighting right there.
Yeah.
Dude, they're only like 2 spots apart in the rankings too.
But I you know what? I always have been a Wisconsin fan.
Mm-hmm.
Even back when Ron Dane and all those guys.
Yeah.
And the reason why, I just like the way they play football up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, line them up, roll them over, throw it every once in a while.
To me, this game is going to speak a lot to if Michigan can beat Ohio State this year.
Well,
I don't think they're going to beat Wisconsin.
I don't think they're going to beat Wisconsin. either.
Wisconsin go
They barely beat Army. I think.
Army is one of the best unranked teams, man. I saw what they did to us, and we didn't even have a fucking defense. I mean, come on.
I think you're going to see Harbaugh really stressing out on this game, and I see Wisconsin coming out.
I'm gonna go Michigan on that one.
I'm going Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm picking Michigan.
Why are you going to pick Michigan? And you're a Wisconsin guy.
No, I'm not from
You
Wisconsin.
like the Packers? That's Wisconsin to
Yeah,
me. So.
well, when it comes to college football, man, I'm in the Peach State. I think Michigan. I think Michigan's gonna get them, man. It's nobody ever talks about Harbaugh on the hot seat, but he probably should be by now. And
Well, if he doesn't beat Ohio State this year, he definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Everybody gone.
because I don't know why, but like I see both of them undefeated at the end of the season, and when they play each other, it's going to be like the hugest fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like huge game. But yeah, I think Michigan's going to get them,
Wow.
even though it's in Wisconsin too.
Yep. John, you got any thoughts on that?
I'll go
one?
Michigan. I'm going Michigan,
All right.
definitely.
So
I think
you-
Harbaugh's can put
So
together. a
PJ,
good
you
game
and
plan.
I are Wisconsin.
I'm thinking Wisconsin.
All right then, man. We're gonna put a 6-pack of what's that? Bud Light
Ultra, Nick Ultra.
I don't know anything about no damn beer.
Oh.
My daddy was in the liquor business.
Next, which is the third of the only 3 ranked games, Auburn, Texas A&M.
I don't even know about that one, man.
I mean, Texas. I think Texas. It's going to be a College Station, and that's the only reason why I'm picking Texas A&M to win the game
Oh, okay.
because it's at home for Texas A&M.
I don't
The
see
home field advantage.
that. Well, that's a big
12th
home field.
man.
Yeah.
That's a big home field advantage. College
Yeah.
Station's tough to
12
play in.
man, yeah.
But
And Auburn's kind of shaky at times. I mean,
I got an interesting story to tell y'all about Texas A&M, man. When I was being recruited, fucking Jackie Sherrill was the head coach over there.
Mhm.
And guess who was the guy that showed me around? Gary Kubiak.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mike Little was the starting linebacker for them, and they was recruiting me. Gary Kubiak, they showed me around and stuff, and I'm like, man, I ain't coming here. I'm going to OU, man. I just want the money. they were playing at the Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana. So they invited me to come in for the locker room and stuff like that. Man, my dad said, man, we ain't coming here. We just coming for the free tickets.
Well, I like Auburn. I think they're gonna go in there, and I think they're gonna do some work. I think I got them coming out. I think I got them coming over that 12th man. I think they're gonna show A&M a game.
Well, see, my thing is I might go with Auburn, too, because after watching Texas A&M play against Clemson,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Mhm.
I really thought Texas A&M was going to get Clemson a better game. I really did. And they started off really well in the first quarter, and then the wheels came off. So I give it a toss-up.
Hey, are y'all got a bye week?
Yes.
Okay.
We actually going to win this week, and our defense is going to look really well.
I was looking for Oklahoma on here, and I'm like, man,
Nah,
what?
man, you're not gonna. Hey, we never gonna ever discuss Oklahoma over here unless we winning.
I mean, Hurts look good.
Yeah, you got to be happy. You
Hey,
got
so
Jared.
let me ask you real quick, because we're about to move back to picking games for NFL. Do you think Lincoln Riley's gonna leave?
No,
You don't think the NFL gonna be able to throw
no,
dollar signs in his face?
no, man. Think about it. You following a legend like Bob Stoops, Barry Switzer,
Mm-hmm.
man, Chuck Fairbanks. Then you got the king daddy of them all, the old man that was back in the 50s. He's set for life.
Yeah. I mean,
Why would you want to leave
even
that?
though technically I feel like that's one of the things I don't like about Saban. He's a quitter. He likes to legitimately quit once he got to Miami, and them grown men was like, nah, you ain't going to tell me what to do like that.
Right, that bullshit Saban pulled down in Miami, it ain't gonna work. It can work in college because you got to remember, you trying to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Those boys making more money than you, so you need to back the fuck up.
But I just jumping around to talk about it. But like, yeah, if you're a successful coach in college football, like,
Don't leave.
I don't understand how you know what I can understand if you're a successful coordinator or something like that, but a head coach at a university like Oklahoma or Alabama or something like that, like, I mean, the NFL can come and just drop straight just money bags in your face.
But
I don't know if you could-
stress,
Yeah.
the stress. I have some ties out in Arizona, and the problem that I have with Kingsbury, man, he couldn't beat nobody in the Big 12. That's why I don't think he's gonna make it out in Arizona.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's actually done a little better than I expected him to, but he did get his guy.
He got his guy.
Yeah,
But what about the rest of it?
yeah.
If he doesn't get offensive line in the next 2 years, he gonna be putting out his application somewhere.
We'll see.
Going back. All right, let's get into it next week. You ready, Jonathan, for these picks?
First off, let's see.
let's go over last week what everybody did last week real quick.
Okay.
So PJ, I'll start off with me. Sloan, you went 0 for 16.
Hey man, I'm just like the old Detroit Lions back in the day. I broke the record.
Actually, I'm sorry, you went 1 for 16 because you would definitely pick Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we okay.
Is that
with
right?
Actually,
Would you have picked
No,
Atlanta on that game?
I actually picked Philadelphia.
Yeah, he said he would have went for the Eagles.
Oh no!
I'm true. I'm a true 0-16. Man, you're cruel, man.
All right.
But honest.
Actually, this is pretty good. If we actually did like a parlay or something like betting, we would actually won money. I went 10 for 16. Anthony, you went 11 for 16.
Uh-huh.
PJ, you went 12 for 16.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're real close.
Yeah,
we're real
like
close.
really close.
I picked against the Packers because I was obligated to. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I would have been tied with you, Anthony. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, I think we all did pretty good. There were a couple of surprises, but nothing real big. So
Any given
anyways,
Sunday.
Yeah.
I have the list how I have it written. I'm gonna go ahead. Let me just go ahead and call out the games. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go Titans Jags. They're all. I think I named down put down all the 12 o'clock games first.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Oh, 1
The
o'clock
Titans
games
Jags
here.
is
It's
what?
Thursday. Titans
Okay.
Jags
But
Thursday.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's on Thursday games and then all the 12.
I'm gonna go Titans.
Games for you guys. I'm in a different time zone. Stop.
Hey, I'm gonna go Titans in that one.
Titans for me too.
Titans for me.
I think we're all going Titans on that one. That's easy. All right. Next game is Bengals Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, that defense. I think they're gonna hold them up.
Yeah, I'm going Bills defense.
Yep.
And the quarterback is coming along pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah,
Allen. That
absolutely.
defense.
Yeah,
He,
they're-
against-
he surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
Everybody going Bills on that one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Do we have to guess the
All
next
right, here
one?
we go.
I'm going
This was a
Dolphins.
tough one.
No.
Hey,
What's
that
up?
was the next one. Let me say the game, man. Gosh, dang it. All right, this is a tough one. Dolphins Cowboys.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Cowboys.
Cowboys
Next
by
game.
30.
Cowboys,
Next game
Cowboys.
is Falcons Colts. Do we need to go over this one?
We skipped,
Fal-
mean-
Falcons Colts. Where's it at?
Right below Broncos Packers.
we skipped
No,
one.
no. Nah, he's got a list.
I
Like,
have a different list.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just wrote them down.
So-
12 o'clock games. So
hey, the Falcons
that's it.
Colts game.
I mean, it's the same games at 12 o'clock. At 1 o'clock games.
So where's the Falcons Colts game at?
It's at
Wow.
Indy.
I'm going Colts.
Yeah, it's in Indy.
I'm gonna go Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Colts too. Brissett lights out last week. He was really good.
Yeah.
I think their defense is coming around, and I don't see the Falcons' O-line having a good. Actually, they had a good half. I don't see them playing a full 60.
I'm going Colts.
So you're thinking Colts?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going
DJ?
Colts.
Yeah. Wow, all of us. Except, what do you got?
I don't know. It's a tough one for me, man.
You're really pondering that one.
So you think Brissett is a better quarterback than Matt Ryan?
Ooh.
You know
I'm
that's
going Falcons.
okay. Falcons.
I think they're gonna keep on plugging along here. They found something at the end of that game last game. So
It's close. I mean, Indy's only given 1.5, so they're not
Yeah.
even getting
Yeah.
the full 3 for being home.
So if I can
and
toss up,
I think they're gonna pressure Brissett, and he might have a little problem.
I think it's going to be a good game.
Well, I'm looking at quarterback play. I'm looking at the experience that Matt Ryan has compared
Yeah.
to Brissett being not a full-time starter. He's just getting into the starting game. Realistically, technically on paper, the Falcons are supposed to win this game.
yeah.
You know, you got Julio.
Hey, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you got the
To
Julio
me,
Jones factor.
they have more weapons.
Right.
They have Freeman and
Ridley.
Julio's lighting it up now. So
Right.
as you can
I'm
see,
going
so
Falcons.
I'm thinking them.
Statement game for the
But
Colts.
you guys are all sticking Colts.
Yeah, for
No,
me.
I'm going Falcons. Sloan is going Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So
Okay.
we're split. So
All right.
okay.
Raiders Vikings.
Where is it at?
I believe
Minnesota.
It's in
That's
Minnesota.
in Minnesota.
Vikings.
Whatever I say second, I think that's where the game is.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings.
Who? It's a tough one.
Yeah, because
It is a tough one.
the Raiders they played good week 1. They won, and then they played good.
They played good for 1 quarter.
No,
well, actually,
you know what? They
know
played
what?
good for 3 quarters.
They played good for 3 quarters because
Yeah.
the Chiefs. I don't even think we touched on that. Chiefs scored 28 in the second quarter,
and that was it.
and that was it.
Now, we'll take it. The defense played good for most of the game because the offense didn't score any more points, and I don't think the Chiefs' defense is that bomb where they could just, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's their one flaws they have.
They
is-
should get
is-
Jalen Ramsey if they're going to get a trade.
Who?
Yeah, no,
Chiefs.
The Chiefs, yeah.
They're going to need it because they're going to
Yeah,
they're going to play.
I called that. I was
They're
saying
up-
that
they're-
before. I said the Raiders are one of the people that are going to.
No, the Chiefs. I'm saying the Chiefs.
The Chiefs should
Oh, the
get
Chiefs.
Jalen
No, the
Ramsey.
Chiefs don't want them.
I don't think the Chiefs want him because of the backfield, because of the locker room. But they need him
Yeah,
in the
that's
backfield.
what I was- That's what I was telling
Who
you.
are they going to play in the
That's why
championship
I
game?
texted you.
they're going to play the Patriots.
Thank you.
They're going to need that
They're
shit.
going to need
They're
him.
going to need his ass.
Do you sacrifice locker room for on field?
Hey,
But-
man.
We ain't scared of Jalen Ramsey. He talks trash just like Norman did.
Yeah, we
Don't you remember?
But
we
Jalen Ramsey is a much
Before
better
that
player
playoff
than.
game.
we already exposed Ramsey once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
we'll do it again.
All right, let's go.
I got to go Vikings on this. I don't know if the Raiders are going to pull it together for 3 straight games. And the only reason I'm going that way is because Vikings are at home.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is better than David Carr.
Yes.
Derek Carr?
Yes, Derek Carr.
Whatever.
I'm going Vikings on that. I like the Vikings defensive line. Raiders offensive line used to be good, but it hasn't been up to par. So I'm going Vikings.
Not the way it was that season when they went like 13-3.
Mm.
When Derek Carr broke his leg right there at the end of the season.
Ooh, he took it like a man, too.
Yeah.
He was on mic for the NFL. He just said, yep, it's broke. I'm out.
Who do you like, Anthony?
Oh, I said Vikings.
I'm going to pick Vikings also. I just think they got too many weapons, man, with Thielen and Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cousins have a good game. It's a home game for him, so.
The running back is running well now
Yep.
for the Vikings. He's off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
injury.
Cook
Oh,
finds
yeah.
his
He
little
was
groove
fucking.
there. O-lines are making holes. I think they're going to run all over there. I think the Raiders might get embarrassed in this game. So John Gruden's going to look like a tomato on the sideline. He might pop.
He's just a TV coach anyway. So him and Mac Mayotte. Mayotte was a pretty good defensive back when he played in the league, but he needs to stick to analysts, man. He's very entertaining in that aspect. But no.
All right, next game is Lions-Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, oof.
It's in Philadelphia, right?
Is Fletcher Cox playing? Because he got hurt
Yeah.
the other
No,
night.
he's still. Yeah, Fletcher Cox is good.
I got to go Eagles as banged up as they are.
They're still going Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Eagles because if Fletcher Cox is playing, he's going to be sitting in Mac Stafford's lap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say Eagles just because they're first off they're playing at home, and then secondly, like if Phillip Rivers doesn't throw a pick at the end of the game, the Chargers might march down the field and win that one.
Yep.
Yep. I'm going Eagles also. I think their defense is still legit no matter what. And I think they're just going to put too much pressure on the Lions and Stafford. So, anyways, Broncos-Packers.
Packers.
No,
And it's not at Mile High. It's in Lambeau Field. Packers.
shit, man. Broncos don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, I got to go Packers, too. I don't
John
think
Elway going to get fired this year.
Flacco's not going to pull it out.
Flacco's done, man. Think about it.
Shit, man.
What?
You don't want to pick the Packers.
The Packers keep winning because he's picking
I want
against
to
them.
pick the Packers, but I can't because I told Anthony I wouldn't. So I'm going to go Broncos. biggest upset of the year.
I thought you were a football guy, man. You gotta pick the real shit.
No,
bro.
man. I got to keep picking against them so they keep winning for Anthony. This is all for Anthony. No.
I never
We-
picked
hey,
against the Patriots.
We
It's fine.
we
It's
know
not
it.
like we got any money on this or anything.
Yeah,
so,
we know at heart
it's
who you're picking.
Wow.
All right, here's. I think this game, and I was texting you guys earlier. This is the game of the week. Ravens Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
We're
It's-
going to find out if the Ravens are for real.
Arrowhead.
This is it right now.
Yep,
We're
it's
going
an
to find out
Arrowhead.
if the Ravens are for real.
Yep.
So,
Minus 6.5, Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's in Kansas City.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. For one, they're at home, and for two, I mean, I'm not gonna say their defense is gonna like hold Lamar Jackson and the offense up, but like the Chiefs
Right.
can score like fucking 28 points in like 6 minutes though.
Ravens got a better defense.
Oh yeah, no, they got a better defense than the Raiders, yeah. but
Raiders got a better defense than the
and
Chiefs.
look, man, like the last 2 weeks, like what's the name got hurt, and then like 2 different receivers have shown up with like 3 touchdowns and like 170. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have like go-to guys anymore since
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, since Hill got hurt,
Yeah.
so they got different dudes stepping up. Who the Ravens gonna plan for? Watkins, or what's the other dude that went off yesterday?
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson. Like who can they plan for? So I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Kelsey is the man.
Oh
Kelsey
man, Travis Kelce is
is
Sweet feet.
yeah. Well, Sweet Feet is James White.
Sweet Feet is James White.
They both came at you with.
All right, I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. Close game. If I was betting on this, I think I would take the 6.5.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs too. I do like the Ravens defense, but I just think they got too much firepower, and Mahomes is a better quarterback for us sticking to the script.
It's tough.
It's hard to. Andy Reid, man, I have a little tidbit. If you made me getting off track, do you know Andy Reid's assistants is the only guys that ever beat Belichick?
His assistants?
All his assistants that have been coaches are the only coaches that ever coached against Belichick. All the guys that coached under Andy Reid's coaching tree, the only guys that ever have given New England fits.
Huh.
Go look at the statistics, man. I was blown away when I looked that up.
Couldn't win the AFC Championship game though.
But they all, but that's true. That's true. But overall, record-wise, all his assistants have given New England fits. He's the only coach that really knows how to play New England.
Andy Reid?
Yep, Andy Reid and all his assistants have done well against New England.
So how come he can't beat us?
Because
He'd have a defense.
no.
No.
'Cause-
I'm gonna tell you why. It's because he's calling the plays off of Bennigan's menu. That's why.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm not gonna argue. I can't argue with 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
no.
proof is in the pudding.
Reed. Another thing is, Reed's like a legit, like strictly offensive-minded coach.
Right.
And if you're trying to come in there and fuck with the Patriots, you as a head coach, either your defensive coordinator better be the fucking shit,
Yep.
or you better have like at least a little bit of defensive like mindedness,
When you
or
get-
else offense is offense. They played each other twice last year, right?
Right.
It's the same fucking result both times, and so that's that's all I got to say.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chiefs.
Okay.
Also, I just think their secondary is not gonna let the
Oh
Raiders
no.
freaking
Fucking
and
AB shit.
they're too good. They're too good. They played lockdown, and they're gonna flash for 2 or 3. The Chiefs are gonna flash for 2 quarters at least and put up some points. And they do it in spurts, man. It seems like they're taking a quarter, putting up 21 or 28 or whatever. I think they're gonna do it in 2 quarters and just embarrass them. So, or the Ravens, excuse me, not the Raiders, the Ravens. I meant to say.
The Chiefs.
No, yeah, the
Oh,
Chiefs
yeah.
and the Ravens. Yes, the Ravens. They're playing the Ravens. I said the Raiders. I didn't
Okay.
say Ravens. So, yeah, they're going to lock them down. But still going to be a good game. Still going to be a good game.
It's my NFL game to watch this week.
All right, next game is Jets-Patriots.
Patriots.
Patriots are given 23. Yeah, definitely 100% Patriots.
Jesus
We don't even
Christ.
talk about this.
I don't know why you guys asking me. 'Cause you already know my answer.
Just talk about it for a minute so I have enough time to write Patriots down in each one of their names.
Tom Brady.
All right, I'm done. Let's go.
And if AB can stay out of jail next week, that's gonna be even better.
We don't even need them. You know this. All right, listen. Next game is Panthers Cardinals. I think we're all gonna pick. I don't know. Is Cam gonna play? Because he really injured his foot, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the update.
You know what? I'm gonna say after 2 like decent performances by the Cardinals the first 2 weeks, and the fact that I don't know if Cam's gonna play or not, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Cardinals, man.
I like it.
I'm worried about the Cardinals' defense.
Yeah, I am too. But if Cam happens to not play, it's in Arizona too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm guessing the way that they're talking that Cam's not going to play. I got to take the Cardinals. There's not even a line on this right now because nobody knows what's going on. There's nothing.
I'm going Cardinals. I'm going
Panthers,
Cardinals.
on the score app, they're giving 3. Panthers giving 3.
What?
Giving 3 or getting 3?
It's -3 on the Panthers.
That was wow. Well,
Oh, I guess they're looking at the Panthers' defensive line compared to the Cardinals' defensive line.
Yeah.
Because Cardinals' defensive line is 32nd in the league. You know you got at least 2 sacks.
Well, McCaffrey he couldn't even run against the Bucks. So
Yeah.
Okay, man, you got Gerald McCoy. And then you got what's the other big boy they got down in the hole? He just come from crap. I can't remember the guy's name, but that defense. And then you got the ex-coach that was at the Cardinals now coaching
Arians.
the defense. No, he's coaching the defense.
No, the one that got fired after 1 year.
Yeah,
The Arizona's coach last year.
I'm
Right.
looking at the Bucks game.
yeah. And so he's a hell of a defensive coach.
Oh, yeah.
He just wasn't head coach material. You know.
He got straight leg go after one. All right, go. What you got, Jonathan? What's your pick?
I'm going Cardinals.
Okay.
They're gonna get that win. It's gonna pump them up this week. I think they're gonna Kyler needs one. I think he's gonna get this one.
He's been coming close.
It's at home, so Cardinals.
Yep.
Yep.
Sloan.
Yep, Sloan got Cardinals too. I'm a home.
All right, here we go. Okay. Giants Bucks.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. You know what? This is like a legitimate toss-up for me.
Because Jameis Winston, you don't know what the hell you go.
Dude, I'm going to go Daniel Jones gets his first fucking win in the NFL as a starter. I'm going to go Giants.
I'm going the same way. I think Saquon has a good game. I think Daniel Jones comes out way more poised than people think.
Yep.
And I think the Giants take this one actually pretty handily. If I was betting the line, I would take the Giants with the points.
What's the spread?
6.5.
I'm going Giants, and because what you guys say, and consider I know the backstory on Daniel Jones with Cutcliffe and the training he always had dealt with the Mannings over the years. The guy's ready.
He looked it. So we'll see.
If you notice, and if add a little factoid, in the preseason they kept him in with the wands.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you keep a guy in with the wands, you ready for the next motherfucker to move on.
Yeah.
I hope you sold your house.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Anthony, who you got?
Giants.
All right.
So you
I'm gonna
got-
go Bucks.
Ooh.
Picking
I'm gonna
Bucks.
go Bucks. They're at home. They do well at home. They always do. I just don't think the Giants are ready for what the Bucks have to offer defensively. So.
Well, they got the defensive coordinator, the Bucks do, and he probably gonna throw a lot of stuff at the young kid.
Oh, yeah, of course he
they're
is.
gonna
He's,
try
That's
to
what I'm
confuse
saying.
the shit
A
out
lot
of
of
them.
confusion.
Yeah.
And then, McCaffrey he had a pretty crappy game last week, didn't he?
If they can run
Yeah,
the
he
ball
did.
with Saquon Barkley and keep the pressure
But,
off the
so-
young kid, they got a
Yeah.
chance.
If they just take out Saquon, what else do they got?
oh,
What else
no.
do the Giants
If
got?
if they bottle Saquon up, it's a wrap for the Giants.
gonna be a
I'm
long
still
day.
picking the Giants, but
right.
if
So
they
I mean, that's not much to take away. You know they're thinking about that. So to me, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking Bucks. Anyways, I got to pick some different stuff on you guys to catch up. Anyway. so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm playing my game right here. All right, Steelers Niners. This is another tough one. I put all the tough ones at the bottom. If you didn't notice.
I see that.
in San Francisco.
I'm going Jimmy G. Even though I know he liked them porn girls though, but the boy
Yeah,
She is
he's
fine.
himself. That's good.
I'm going Jimmy G, man.
I like it. That's what I'm doing too. I'm going Niners.
I think I'm going to go Niners, and not really because of the quarterback situation with the Steelers, but just, I mean, they're going to start Minka this week. Like, now Minka's he's a beast in the secondary, but like, I don't know if I think it's kind of quick to put him back there. I think the 49ers pull it. What's the spread?
6.5.
6.5. Fuck. I think it's gonna be like fucking 1 point game, dude.
Nah.
Listen, I think the Steelers don't have a running game. Connor's not looking good, man.
No, he hasn't.
Not good at all.
Didn't he get hurt? He got hurt yesterday. Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt too. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm going 49ers.
Who's next? They have what? Samuel.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't think they have anything put together.
I got the Niners by 10 points at least.
For real, you think they're gonna
Yeah.
explode like
I
that?
think I think they are. I think they're gonna beat them early,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ride it out.
if they got Minka
Keep
in there or
not
not,
paying them.
you know,
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter.
I don't think it's gonna matter. I would take the 49ers with the 6.5.
All right.
I think they
All
got
right,
them
here
by
we
at
go.
least 10.
Well, I look
I'm
at
sorry.
Shanahan, one of the most creative coaches in the league. You saw the game last week. If you notice how wide open that the Niner receivers were, cause
Yeah.
he's creating matchup problems.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got a coordinator like that, it's very creative, man. He's more creative than McVay. He is.
McVay is.
All right. Next game, guys. Got to move it along. Running along, I'm sure. How long are we right now, Anthony?
Way
An
long.
hour and 50.
Longest one so far.
Yeah,
I think
150?
It was my fault.
yeah, hour 50. No, you good?
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, we can finish this up. All right, Saints, Seahawks. Saints, Seahawks.
Seahawks. They're at home. 12th man. No Drew Brees.
I'm going-
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks too. I just don't think they had enough time to. Now, I think it's going to be closer than everyone thinks it's going to be. I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to have a good game. I think Sean Payton's going to throw a lot of stuff at Pete Carroll, but with the Seahawks defense, I just see them coming out ahead.
Short.
Well, I got,
What you got, Sloan?
I'm taking Russell Wilson. Bridgewater's not going to cross that bridge on Sunday.
All right, all that talking you guys did about Teddy Bridgewater earlier. Y'all ain't gonna fucking pick the one.
Well, you got Russell Wilson, man. Come on, man.
No, that was
I
that,
know, I
future
know.
Hall of
that was
Famer.
that was no when we were talking about him though, I did say that was one of the games I thought they would lose though. Would be the
I
Seahawks.
think, I
he
think
did
we
say
all.
that.
I think we all
Okay,
did.
okay. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks also.
Well, then what the hell are you talking about?
No, he wasn't on
No,
Bridgewater's side
I
though.
was the one that wasn't talking up Teddy Bridgewater. If you remember.
Well, Bridgewater, he fixed the offense, but not this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty loud there.
Yeah.
No. Seahawks at home. That's a tough beat, man. And then traveling all the way to the West Coast.
Yeah,
Uh,
you talking about like
that. There's something to say about that, man. Every time, man. When they got to travel, it's a different time. You know, teams react differently to that shit. So,
yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. And that's a afternoon game. That's a 4:30 game.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
anyways, all right. So we'll go Texans Chargers next.
Gonna be a good game.
Ooh,
I'm going Phillip Rivers.
yeah.
You're going Phillip Rivers, Sloan?
Yes.
I am also
Of
gonna.
course you are. I already knew that. I already had it written down.
That's all I've been talking about.
I'm also gonna
You got
take.
that Rivers love, man. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm also gonna take the Chargers. They're at home. They're trying to bounce back from last week. The Texans, man, I don't know, man. Like what I saw against Jacksonville, super struggling. So, yeah, the only reason I'm taking the Chargers because they're at home.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Texans.
Yep. I think they pull it off late, close game, one possession, one score.
DeAndre Hopkins. Is
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely close game. It's going to be a
that's.
close game.
I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Deshaun Watson throw a 40-yard pass
to DeAndre
to
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins,
He's gonna
and
catch it with like fucking in between his feet.
and that's gonna seal it up.
I'm still taking
Oh
Phillip Rivers.
man, I'm gonna have to go Chargers
Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan.
because I
Appreciate
mean,
it.
what happens every time in a big game?
We take up
Texans
some,
wet their pants.
right. We send some
every
baby
time,
clothes to
man.
Phillip Rivers.
He's gonna wet his pants.
They almost did, man. Sunday, dude. Like if Marone, that's the coach, Jacksonville's, if he just ties the game up with an extra point instead of,
Yeah,
and you know what? Why the fuck did they pick a running play? They waited all the way down the field with that dude running around in the backfield and like making these crazy ass passes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then they get down to the goal line and like, let's run. No. JJ Watt and them still play for the fucking Texans. Nah, I should have passed it. But yeah, I'm going Chargers.
That's how coaches
all
are.
right, but
This play at work because I know it's my play. Shut the fuck up, man. Man, I got some stories to tell you guys in the future, man. Some shit that I did, back in the day, man. You guys, it's some crazy stuff, man.
Hey, we got plenty of podcasts coming this season, so
Yeah, so I don't want to put all the big stuff out, but I have some stories about guys you probably knew that played in the league that I knew. I mean, just some crazy shit, man.
Well, if we get enough listeners, we should make this if it's going to be a weekly podcast, we're going to have to lengthen it anyways. It's going to have to be a 3-hour podcast.
yeah.
So, what's
So,
the last
anyways,
game?
we got 2 more games, guys. 2 more games.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Rams, Browns.
Really, you got to talk about this one?
No, we don't talk about it at all. Just give me your pick.
Rams. I'm picking the Rams.
Rams, easy.
I'm a homer. I'm going with Baker. Baker gonna
Yeah?
make the Baker's dozen. He gonna surprise everybody.
I'm not going to write the Browns. I'm going to write Baker.
I'm going with the Browns. What about you, John? Who you picking?
I'm going to pick Rams, man. I'm going to go Rams.
Yeah, I think Gurley's going to have a good game.
They're just going through the motions, man.
Yeah.
They really are, and it's just same old with them right now. And that youngin they got coaching is looking good. He's calling the right plays, and he's doing the right thing right now. So I'm going to stick with Rams.
I'm surprised Rams are only getting 3 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Browns. I'm gonna be the oddball in the bunch.
Oh man, the Browns with the
So
two.
you're going with the Bakers. All right.
The Browns with the 2 primetime games in a row. Monday
Yeah.
Night Football, Sunday Night
Because
Football.
everybody anticipated that they were going to be 2-0 by now.
Yep.
And
Hyping
so we
it
can
up.
get it. It's so we can get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to see him for the rest of the season.
Well, matter of fact, remember what I put it in the group that I thought that when y'all played the fucking Chiefs this year, that is getting straight bumped to prime time.
Yeah, I got to take that Monday off of work.
Yeah, I cannot believe that when they were making the schedule, they thought that a game between the New England Patriots and the fucking Kansas City Chiefs was a 4:00 game.
I didn't even get that one either.
No, they play this year. It's at 4:30. Like how?
That should have been a fucking late night game. That should be the NBC
Yeah, that's
game.
oh,
prime
man.
time.
Yeah,
Should all the way.
it'll get bumped. It'll get bumped.
They gonna swap that out. They have to.
They have to.
Man, you gotta think most of the Christians gonna be at church and all that kind of stuff. And grandma, man, look, get everybody fed and sleep. 8:20, let's do it.
You right. All right, hit us with the last one, Jonathan.
Last game, Bears, Redskins. That's a tough one.
It is.
I'm going Khalil Mack.
That's a tough one. That's Monday night, right? Is that Monday?
Yeah, Monday night. Yep. Shit.
There's a lot of silence going on right now.
Yeah, because dude, hey,
You got
I
two
mean-
fucked up.
look,
Mitch Trubisky underneath the big lights again, man.
this
Let's go.
this last pick, you know what I'm saying, could decide the winner of the weekend is picking games, dude. Like you.
Did you see what happened when Mitch hit that, just extended that play at the end of that game last week?
Yeah.
And he threw that rope right down the middle.
Yeah.
Called the timeout. That's great game management by him. I was impressed.
Oh yeah. No, the reason I said fuck the Bears after the game was over because I need them to be as far back in the standings as possible.
When you have a vested interest, that's your division.
Yeah.
I wanted. I was like, oh, they got to lose this. They got to lose this, and then,
Well,
and then
let's
here we
be
go.
realistic now. Let's not live in fantasy now, okay?
So this is a division game too, isn't it?
No.
It's-
This is
it's a conference game,
NFC
but not-
North between the NFC
Conference
East.
game. It's a
It's a
conference.
Yeah.
Redskins are 0-2. Bears are 1-1.
Yeah. You know what? As much as I fucking hate to do this shit, I'm gonna go Bears. Defense is too strong, man. It's
Got that Khalil Mack, baby.
and they're probably hyped off winning last week too, the way they won. And the Redskins, while they look good, I think tomorrow or that game might be when they insert oh man, what the hell is that? The rookie that they drafted from Ohio State.
Oh, you talking about what's his name?
I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank right now.
What's that boy's name? He can't throw the damn ball anyway, so don't worry about it.
No, he can throw the ball pretty good.
But he can't move.
Yeah, he can.
First black guy I seen that can't run besides what's the boy name that was played for the Jacksonville back in the day? What's his name? What's his dude's name?
Oh, I know who you mean.
He had a white guy name, last name. What's his name? But anyway, I was like, man, how the hell did his brother play? He must have bad genetics or some shit. He was big. But what was his name?
Oh, I gotta look it up now because I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't
He's
figure
a
it out.
damn good coach. He's coaching too. What was his name?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I got the Bears. I'm gonna stick with the dumpster fire.
Dwayne Haskins. That's
Dwayne
his name.
Haskins.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. We might see him this week because what's his name has looked decent, but like I don't know about that. They get him back there and hit him down a few times.
You talking about Denard Robinson? No.
Oh no, from Jackson. You talking about Byron Leftwich?
Yeah, that's
Leftwich.
what. Yeah.
Byron Leftwich.
got a real waspy last name.
Yeah.
Boy, you know what? He couldn't run. I was like, man, how did black?
Because he couldn't run because he had a ghetto booty.
I ain't lying. I thought he was white. I said,
No, you know why he probably couldn't run? You remember when he played for Marshall?
yeah.
That game where he broke his fucking leg?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
the offensive line was
they were
carrying him down the field to do plays. I'm like, dude, I'm like, this whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, I'm young because that was a long time ago. I'm like, your backup must suck when your starter break his leg and you still continue to let that fool play. Your backup must be straight trash if you keep doing that. Yeah,
All right, who you got there, Sloan?
Man, I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with Khalil Mack. Straight up. Because, see, Josh Norman going to get torched again. You know what they need to do? They need to send him a blanket with some holes in it. That what we used to do back in the day, man. We would send people blankets with holes in them. I mean, and then we would get women to keep guys up all night. No, it was crazy back then, man. It ain't like it is now. You had no Instagram or
they can't catch you.
man,
Hey,
one time Switzer told everybody, he said, look, I don't care what y'all doing Friday night, just keep your feet off the floor. I don't care whose bed you in. No joke.
oh shit. That's why. Hey, speaking a little bit off. When the remember that scandal came out about Patino
Yeah.
talking about how he was like, I was like, who had a problem with that?
When the people ain't getting none.
Oh no, it was the woman who owned the brothel or whatever. She's the one that came forward with it.
Yeah, because they ain't pay her.
Yeah, she
You
was.
gotta pay your hoes. I mean, just to change the subject, why you think Trump is so successful? He pays his hoes.
Or his lawyer pays him, either way. You know.
It's still his money.
What you did you make a pick, Jonathan?
No, I didn't. I'm going to go Bears. So
Bears. So we're all
and
Bears.
For the same reason, I think the defense is going to shut down
Yeah.
Redskins. I don't think, and they've got. I think it's Mitchell Trubisky's coming out game this year. I think he's going to have a good game.
He's got to have a better
And
game.
I think Case Keenum is going to look like Case Keenum
Yeah.
of old,
Journeyman.
just not being able to do it.
Journeyman.
Yeah, he is the very definition of a journeyman quarterback. All right.
Yeah, and he don't have enough weapons. So, anyways,
Yeah. We'll see if Reed comes back this week. And
yeah.
All right. This has been another successful episode of Instant Replay in the books. I have really enjoyed this right here. I've had a ball. We've been going for over 2 hours, and it really doesn't even feel like it. That's how when you can run this long and it not even feel like it. That's how it's fucking supposed to be.
You guys didn't run out of any material. That's what shocked me. I was like,
Oh no, dude. Hey, when it comes to talking sports,
man,
we can go.
Let me tell you something funny, man. My dad, he talks sports all the time, man. So he's a trip.
Yeah.
So we get on the phone with my buddies, man. We do like a conference call and just talk smack the whole time.
Yeah. All right. So, this is another one in the books. This is going to wrap it up. I am ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
PJ at I.R.PJ on Instagram.
Jonathan.
So
Sloan,
I'm Jonathan. You can find me I.R.Jonathan, Instagram and Twitter.
Then you got Sloan at getfitwithsloan.com. That's my website, and be on time.
Yeah, go check them out, man. Yeah, he said be on time. All right, you guys. We'll be talking to you guys next week at this same time, talking sports, football, and enjoy the games this weekend. Instant Replay out.